Hey, hey. Hello, chat. You like the new overlay? You like the new overlay? Yeah. AOD and some have called you a twink. Yeah, I get called a twink. That's the least somebody had called me. And besides, it's Rushady. Rushady is my brother. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, I actually teased this to the people that went on my Twitch streams more. Or rather, I teased the new stuff on my first Twitch stream like yesterday. So you guys need to do more of that do more of that in the future. You should go to my Twitch stream sometimes. I mean, I'm actually multicasting on Twitch right now, so I'm live on Twitch. Hey Flanzen, like which should I watch? Gradual Pine, you can watch on Twitch or YouTube. Anywhere that seems fine to you. Yeah, I'm false casting. Oh, false casting, not false casting. I saw false on the thing, so I'm multicasting, so it should be fine. Make with the funny rabbit spy. Twitch kinda delay. That's fine. It depends on it depends on you guys. Hi Ramasuza, hello. Alright. So because I'm a professional streamer, there's probably going to be a lot of hiccups on this stream because again, it's the first time since I've been simulcasting in a while, and quite honestly, I wish I actually started simulcasting like fucking 3 months ago when I started streaming semi regularly, because at that point I could have gotten Twitch affiliate or something. I mean, I don't know what's the requirement for Twitch affiliate, honestly. Apparently, that's when your streams get monetized. I have no idea. Someone needs to walk me through on that. I still have not gotten help from that. I'm just going to start reaching out to other people to help me with that. But yeah. Didn't even know you had a Twitch. Yeah. Keeping a schedule can be hard. Yeah. The Filian drama is going hard on Twitter. Yeah, bro, the Filian drama is not escaping my timeline. Like it's actually kind of wild. Like I opened Twitter today in like three fucking times. Only 3 times, and I only scrolled for like 3 minutes each or something. It is not going away, brother. It really is kind of weird because you know, Filian is no stranger to Filian is no stranger to controversy, right? He's not a stranger to drama and haters. Yeah, I said the thing. But I think this one might be one of the worst she's ever had because last time the other instances it was all about fucking what's I'ma call it, like a race joke that you know was a little bit distasteful, I suppose, was what a lot of people said. I forgot what the joke was all about, and then the other one was apparently paying clippers, not paying clippers enough or something. I kind of forgot. Yeah, it's a little foggy on my head right now. So we're going to dive right into that. Honestly, because a lot of people, I imagine, are here to see what's going on with the Filian drama. Maybe let's talk about the Filian drama first, because because that's just what we're gonna focus on right now. The false stuff this year filled with yabs, man. Hey, man, it's not okay. Actually, you know what? This year is filled with yabs, but I think the main reason why it's quote unquote filled with yabs is because a lot of people are much more attuned and in touch with the general community instead of sticking to their own circles. Like the VTuber industry has gotten bigger and as a result has gotten louder. Before, nobody would talk about like the most obscure fucking drama. Literal nobody. Yep, it was hard. IO overlay. Hey Black Sheep. Yep, new overlay. I'm also simulcasting this on DN. Oh, not DN, on Twitch. Hey, watch here to boost his numbers here. Aw, thank you, Love Purper. I appreciate that. VTuber model, OMG. Not my actual VTuber model yet. You're about to see my VTuber model in a while. Yeah, the George Floyd joke was made in 2020. It happened in 2022, I think. Yep. Anyway, I guess we'll go right into that. Hold on, chat. This is how you know I'm a professional streamer now. Ready? Ready? What is your Twitch name? It's not showing up. Oh, okay. You should be able to show it when I do a little scene transition. Look, you ready? Oh. Okay, that was a little bit scuffed, but here we go. So yeah, my Twitch is actually just called DN Sagi. Apparently, I don't know if that's bad for me SEO wise, but whatever, right? Whatever. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I have actual assets now. Ooh boy. No way. Uh false ID accused of fraud coming from? It's coming from Twitter. Because okay, we're going to briefly talk about the false ID stuff, and then we're going to cover the Filian stuff more in depth. Okay, so the false ID stuff is basically this year there was a little event called the Vtuber Summer Slam. It's basically this charity thing, and False made like contributed $4,000 in donations, and then some sister was actually saying that he is committing charity fraud, which actually just got debunked by like literal fucking everybody, even some people that was a notorious like Nijisanji defender and notorious false hater. But like we'll get into that later. It's an interesting little story that apparently happened like over 5 days ago. I just didn't know about it until somebody brought it to my attention. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, Twitter, that's super serious. Yeah, it's Twitter. Who it's fucking whatever, right? So it's just Niji sister bullshit. Yeah, that's why I put quote unquote fraud in there. Yep. We're going to go through this later. Let's talk about the Filian stuff first. And oh boy, since this Filian stuff is going to be a little bit weird, I'm going to crack open this Jack Daniel with Coca-Cola shit in it. Look. From Niji Sisters, no less, Garbo. That's what, yep. Like, False would destroy his brand like that. Yeah, for 4,000 fucking bucks, right? Yeah, fucking destroying his brand for 4,000 bucks, Jesus. Alright, here's the Jack Daniels. Are you ready to hear it? Yeah. Ooh boy. Why I got two completely different subtitles? Wait, really? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Hold on. Okay. I've known for months the model Filian has been using were VR chat, purchasable assets, templates, and the TOS for the model she seemed not to follow, but I just assumed she had perms privately or what types. Yeah, that was also kind of the impression that I got. I didn't know. Like, I'm not... Okay, so I am kind of half familiar with the VR chat community, especially because I had a friend that was from VR chat, and I just followed him around. So I assumed that she also had her own perms. It's pretty much similar to the to VDOL, right? So Neurosama pretty much also just used, back then at least, used the typical standard model from what the fuck company did this original model come from? I forgot. So, but when she re-debuted, it's from the same artist as well. And I don't know if Vidal sold any merch from this model. I don't think he did, but I could be wrong. I haven't bought any Neurosama merch yet. It's too expensive because Philippine currency is shitty and the shipping is so expensive. But yes. Live 2D. Yeah, it was from Live 2D. Yes. So, and that is what similarly happened to Filian. Now, to be fair, chat, that is very common for any content creator. You know who is a big example of somebody that also does that? Me. My face right now, bro, I'm an Usagi. Like actual Pecora fan mascot. This is not my IP. But I guess the difference between me and Filian is that I never ever claimed that it was mine. Nor have I actually sold any merch of it or like tried to push it as my own. That's why I'm doing a model rebrand, or not rebrand, a new model showcase, an entirely new visuals for my Nusagi character, for my rabbit creature character. I don't even call it most of the time, I don't even call it a Nusagi. I call it a fucking rabbit creature because it's my attempt to get myself used to calling myself a rabbit creature more. You know, just avoid legal stuff in general. And after I do that, that's when I actually do merch. And chat, you have no idea. I've always wanted to sell merch. I've never done it for fucking 2 years. 2 goddamn years I've never done it. Because I just don't wanna, I don't want Cover Corp to go after my ass. You'll be this from Pekka Wires, Lian. True. Do you regret the choice of this? Yes. Victor King Pyro, you have no idea how much I regret choosing the Nusagi name and the Nusagi map. I mean, I don't regret choosing a mascot character because even from the get-go, when I started doing content creating, I'd never really put that much effort or thought into what I wanted to look like. I've always wanted to be some sort of creature, like a mascot character instead of an actual VTuber, like a male VTuber. Because back then, like 2021, 2020, that was a different time. That was a time where male VTubers, unless you were in Nijisanji, was just not gonna pop off. So I wanted to circumvent that by going for an animal creature. Because I thought that was gonna pop off better. And for its time in 2020 and 2021 and 2022, it worked, right? I'm not some fucking handsome ikemen fujoshi attracting type. Nope, I'm a fucking rabbit creature that's supposed to be cute, but also depressed. Like, the concept, I think my concept is actually brilliant. I'm not here to toot my own horn, suck my own dick, eat my own cum, right? But I think the concept of, like, this normally happy creature being all sad and depressed with a Jack Daniels bottle, that shit is memorable. I think that's also part of the reason why I kind of blew up, because I'm not just some generic YouTuber. I'm a fucking rabbit creature that has a Jack Daniels bottle. I think that was brilliant on my part. But, yeah. But that's coming to bite me back in the ass now, because I couldn't monetize off of my own brand for 2 fucking years. Bro, okay, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I probably am, right? But I've been reached out to a shit ton of, like, merch makers in the VTuber community, VTuber industry. I'm not gonna say which ones because I don't know if it's allowed or if it's appropriate, but I have turned them all down. I have turned them down. And I did it with, like, a fucking bleeding heart, with a heavy fucking heart, because I just told them, hey, I would like to do merch, but I can't because the Nusagi mascot is just not my own. And as much as I wanted to make my own merch, I did not have the money, I did not have the means to, like, actually just make my own model until this year. Until this year. Yes. Rebrand to Sagi. It's okay. That's actually the plan. So that's why when you look at my Twitch right now, it's just Sagi. Because that's kind of the soft rebrand that I wanted. Heck, even on YouTube chat, okay. Even on YouTube, I want... This is going to be my streaming... Oh, wait, shit. This is going to be where I will stream shit outside VTubing stuff. Also, I guess a little leak from what my new models are gonna look like. This is incomplete, by the way. That's not the full model. But, like, you know. Oh, thank you, Dr. Wowie. The depressed Lagomorph. That's weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird, yeah. That's smart, unlike Filian. I mean, come on. I don't think it's smart. I just didn't want to, like, get in trouble. That's all. Besides, I respected Cover Corp. Like, I knew what I was getting into. Well, at the time I didn't, but, like, yeah. Real opportunity will come soon. Those opportunities are like a test, if you will. Yeah, that's exactly right, Pandora. I should have. I was trying to be smart about it. Trying to be, I guess. Sagi balls. Yep. Anyway. Oh boy. Sagi is a woman. Technically, this is not me. That's the puppet. I'm this creature over here. I mean, obviously, this creature is going to be a little bit more defined. Have a little bit more details or something, but, like, that's the general gist of it. Filian will settle with Jingo and hopefully commission a model for herself. I got bits and pieces that Filian was supposed to have a new model that's actually just for herself, like, months or years ago. But that never came. I wonder why. Filian a Filipino? Actually, you know what? I actually don't know that. A lot of people have been memeing about it, but I don't actually know. I don't watch her streams too much anymore. I got busy. A parrot and a rabbit controlling their puppet. Yep. Was Filian scam, perhaps? No, it's either ignorance or maybe or, like, I think it was just ignorance more so. Yeah. Doki got an Android too. Yeah. So anyway, this is basically where it started. It started from this, right? It started from this, and it actually got community noted. Goodsmile company announced a Filian figure, but the design is based on Ryudan by Jingo, sorry. Jingo posted that they were not informed or asked for rights regarding this figure's. Yeah, and this is not like some average fucking VTuber dumb drama for Filian getting Filian getting mobbed by fucking random Twitter people for some damn dumb shit that she does that I don't personally, or like the general community that she has doesn't care about. This might actually be kind of really, really bad for her because it involves a lot of legalities and all that stuff. Yeah. And after this all came out, a lot of people have been trying to inform the people behind Filian's characters and stuff like that. Like Jingo made a tweet about it. Here. Made a little tweet about it, and this is the translated version. Wait. God damn it. Okay. Hello, this is Jingo. This morning I received many messages about the announcement posted by Goodsmile company about the production of an Nendoroid based on a VTuber who used my Rindo model as a base for their avatar. So, yeah, he apparently he just learned about it. He was not communicated. And I'm currently in the process of communicating with Goodsmile and company and the VTuber in question, and I'm waiting a response. Since this situation involves companies and not just individual people, it will take a time. Okay, so this is Jingo being very, very, very professional. Like, he didn't berate Filian for this. The language that was being used is very, very like neutral, because he doesn't know, because he just wants an explanation and all that sort of shit, which is very good. Applaud for him there. Filian didn't buy the rights. Is she dumb? So when you normally buy anything from Booth, from Etsy, or all that sort of stuff where you can generally just buy assets, you normally don't buy the rights to the actual character. You just buy the ability to be able to use it. The Booth actually has their own terms of service, and I can't like I haven't memorized this from the top of my head because I have never bought anything from Booth. But like, it has their own terms of service, and if you can't follow that terms of service, you might end up in trouble. Yeah. Filian can just ask. Well, this is where I would like to assume that she probably got the impression that it was okay. Because like Goodsmile and Mythic Talent, I would have assumed also would have done their due diligence to make sure that everything was everything was okay legally, because shit like this, it's a pain in the ass, right? So like, we don't actually know what's happening there. Can just ask. Claude moment. Real. I ping you on Discord. I have a video 50 seconds about Filian as Filipino. Watch it after this. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. She knew. She made jokes about it many times. It was mentioned. Also, she knew? Wait, so she... Okay. So she knew that she was technically violating copyright? Or what's going on here? Hololive collab with Goodsmiles. Yeah, I think like Goodsmile not doing their due diligence might not be an entire fault of their own. Like, Filian has an entire team. Maybe they thought they also got the impression it was legal and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. She knows she doesn't own the model. Oh. She knows she doesn't own the model. Ooh boy, that's rough. I mean, chat, I still respect Filian and all that sort of stuff. My view of her based from this drama is not going to like change drastically, because like, this is a legal issue and this is like an artist kind of issue, and I don't personally care too much about that. But like, this is like bad. People fucked up here. Yeah. I don't think she's very business minded, and I don't blame her. Right? She's a content creator. She makes funnies. I make funnies. That's why I don't touch anything related to business, because I know I'm fucking dumb. Worst case scenario, she can split the profits with the artist. I think worst case scenario is that she'll actually just be sued and her channel will be shut down or something. That's the worst case scenario. But because Jingo is very like respectful, I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think they're going to try and wait to figure it out. Like maybe Jingo gets like a fat percentage of the profits that's going to be shared, all the merch so far. There's going to be a lot of accountancy work that's gonna probably take into account all the previous merch that she sold with that design. Oh boy, it's gonna be a fucking mess logistically. Like there's gonna be a lot of work involved. She's an adult, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know how old she is, that's the thing. No, I'm not saying that old or age doesn't mean like wise or being responsible, but like, you know, yeah. I hope she finally makes her own model. Bro, if this is not a good wake-up call to get her own model, that's like loosely based off of the current Fillian model that she had, I don't know what it would be, brother. This because like fucking Nuro-sama got her own model, and the model is good. Like it still resembles the past standard model from Live 2D, and it was even made by the same artist, it seems. Actually, not that I don't know, but it seemed like that was the case. Yeah. Filian, I think, can pull off something differently. Something similar. Heck, to make fucking Filian, like, to make it even better, Filian just commissions Jingo to make her an entire new VTuber model. And everything will be fixed. Yeah. And there was also some other people, some other posts that got, like, that got informed, like Komado, for example. Apparently, he got reported into this some time ago where, yeah, we have received numerous inquiries regarding a specific VTuber. Regarding this matter, we do not permit the use of Mint sales model as an original character for sales plush toy, distribution for skins in a racing game. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. Like, just a racing game? Or maybe this is an issue? Whatever. Ani made the new Nuro. Oh, right. Yeah, Ani made the new Nuro-sama. Sorry, not the original artist. Sorry. Yeah, it was Ani. I forgot it was Ani. Yeah. So, and the Mint character that she is referring to here is this one, which is, you know, basically Filian. Or at least loosely, like, Filian stuff. I want to see the quote retweets. Oh, I guess not this one. I should look at this one. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be racing game. That's why they were referring to a racing game. It's because this. Oh, I see. I get it. Look, chat, I'm not too familiar. Again, I'm not too familiar with the Twitch side of things. I really am not. Racing game that is crypto adjacent. I don't know if this is crypto adjacent. Is it? Oh, baby games. Oh, baby cart. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't care what this is. Did Goodsmile produce it already, or is it pre-order? It seems like it's pre-order. It's pre-order, I think. Yeah, coming soon. So it's not being released yet. It's pre-order. Oh god, a lot of people. Oh god, yeah. Can Jingo even get Filian from all the way to Japan? I mean, I don't think a lawsuit is gonna happen. Again, based on the language that Jingo is using, it seems like it's not like lawsuit. That a lawsuit is not gonna happen. Most likely, Jingo is gonna get some sort of compensation and then a deal going forward. Yeah. I do think though that Filian was kind of slacking, because if she knew that she doesn't own the model, then yeah, she may have been slacking. We'll teach you Twitch, bro. No worries. Yeah, that would be useful. I mean, they're reasonable people. Like, look, Filian is not like fucking stupid. I mean, a lot of people meme that she's stupid, but like, I mean, like, she's not gonna fucking blow up on the artist, right? She's not going to try and scam the artist and say, no, we own this shit. No. Most likely a team with her and her team is probably gonna deal with this. Filian also admitted she didn't pay for the models. Wait, really? She got the asset from her mods? Is there a clip where she said that? Oh god. This is so God, this is so rough. I would not want to be in a situation like this, bro. Like this would fucking stress me out. I'm poor as fuck, right? Like I don't have the same resources and team that Filian does. So if a similar shit happened to me, I would have been fucking dead. Jesus. You shouldn't have been gotten this far into development until you secured the rights. I would assume so, yeah. Again, I hope Filian and the artist work something out. I hope everybody gets out of this feeling like they were I hope everyone, both Jingo or Kamado gets out of this compensated and like, you know, feeling like they got something out of it. Like they won. They both won or something. Right? Filian is considered to number 4 in the VTuber world too many, but she waited far too late to be considered. Yeah. Jingo seems to be a reasonable person. Yeah, that's because he or she is. I don't know her gender. Is it a she or a he? I have no idea. But like, yeah. She kanaka ng kishtan. Yeah. I'm baffled that Goodsmile got this far without checking it was hers. Yeah, man. That's why I've also kind of wanted to say that there was like what's the term there? Negligibility or negligence on a lot of people's part. Yeah. She already made plushies on makeshift. Oh, really? So surprising the artist didn't say anything earlier. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why. Like, why now of all of all times? I mean, it was gonna happen someday, but like, why now? I wonder why. Maybe it got to the wrong circles or something. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Dick Carlox. It's not just the Nendo. Could Jingo sue once he finds out that she has made and sold thousands of plushies, clothing, and figures without his consent? That we're gonna have just to leave to speculation. Honestly, we'll just leave it to speculation because we actually don't know. For all we know, right? Jingo's just fuming behind the scenes, but because he wants to because he wants to be seen as professional. He's being professional on social media. They're Japanese. They need to know Twitch Western streamers. And that's the problem, right? Like this kind of shit happens in like China all the time as well. So when it comes to cross-cultural, cross-country legal shenanigans, it becomes very, very hard. Yeah. I think I don't know. I think Filian will be fine numbers wise though. Because if the people that are like angry at her and are coming after her aren't her regular viewers, then I think she'll be fine. Numbers wise, I mean. Okay, usually the use of an IP, it goes as far as the owner decides. With plushies, it is fine. The other merch that Filian sold was mainly promoted in the West, but since Goodsmile is JP company, they were informed. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Because Goodsmile is a Japanese company, it probably made to the Japanese circles, and the artist found out. Well, it's not just that. A lot of people were also just informing the original artist that her model and her design was getting used. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. Let me take a swig. Okay. What's another controversy? Just more people for ammo that don't like her won't affect Store ammo. Yeah, that's just what happens. Okay, so that's normally what happens to any content creator, chat. For any content creator, unless you piss off your core demographic, you will be fine. You will generally just be fine. Like, you know, let's say you make something or say something that pisses off a certain part of the internet. You normally don't need to worry unless a large part of your demographic or your regulars are upset as well. And because a lot of Filian's regulars don't seem too upset, a lot of people that do like Filian and are friends with Filian generally look at this as like, yeah, Filian fucked up. I hope she's gonna be okay. I hope everything works out. Then it's gonna be okay. Filian is gonna be okay. But it is gonna hurt her, you know, it is gonna tank a little bit. She's gonna take I mean, she already took a lot of reputational tanking. But hey, she's not, again, she's not familiar, she's not a stranger to haters and controversy. It's whatever. Hello, Gilded Pickaxe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope she pays the artist back. I mean, they already got into contact. Yeah. It's not pretty. Ooh, that's interesting. Donny Galvan. Panopticon, happy birthday, brother. Jesus, happy birthday. I hope you have a good birthday. I would sing for you, but that's cringe. Wait, what did Filian do this time? Well, it's not what Filian did. It's okay. Actually, you know what? It is what Filian did. I was gonna use a past tense, present tense thing. She didn't. Basically, her artist. A lot of people got mad because she was making merch of a design that she had no rights for. And the artists made an issue about it. Yep. Anyway, yeah, that's the Filian drama for you. Let's talk about the other one. According to Dexerto. Oh, thank you, Blake. According to Dexerto, Filian is the third most sub VTuber in the world behind Gora and Nemo. Should be fine once she makes this right. Wait, really? Oh yeah, Dexerto is far from the most reputable source, right? What does biggest constitute here? Subscribers? And why is Nemo in there? Who's Nemo? Do they mean Numi? Are we talking about subscriber? Oh, I guess you do mean this person. Nah. No, there's like a shit ton of really big Spanish VTubers out there, chat. There's like a lot. There's one person that has like 10 million subscribers or something. Yep. I don't believe that Dexerto article. That article is probably bullshitting. Actually, just probably bullshitting. Because when you try to make a claim like that, I think you have to be objective, a little bit more objective about it. Not just look at the subscriber count, also look at the the average viewership, and like the amount of money earned. I think that those are the most important factors. Because in terms of subscribers, Filian has a lot of YouTube subscribers. He has like 2 million, yeah, nearing 3 million. Nearing fucking 3 million. Now, I don't know, again, I haven't touched Twitch for a long time, but I imagine, what does her viewer count look like? Okay, chat. Okay, actually, you know, Twitch tracker. I imagine her Twitch tracker is, 9K, 10K. Nah, man. Whoever made that Dexerto article is fucking boofing out of his ass. For real. Most subs across all platforms was that they counted. Ah, then that's not big then. I think that's not big. But if they specified that, then I guess that counts. That's good, but not top 3. Yeah, man. Definitely not top 3. God, I actually just need to catch up to Twitch VTubers, honestly. I need to catch up to Twitch VTubers. Because there's a lot. Hold on. Let's actually look at the VTubing tag.
Sassiness is only for the...
Hold on. Let me see the VTubing tag. I want to see what's going on here. Okay. Mother V3. Oh, hey, Mother is online. VTubing tag, VTubing tag, VTubing tag, VTubing tag. Fuck it. There we go. Then try us on, I guess. Is this peak hours? Why are a lot of big? It's like afternoon in the US right now, right? Damn. Interesting. Usagi should make own IP before Holosuyu. I mean, I'm already rebranding, bro. I'm already rebranding. Look. I just show you my new avatar and everything. Hey, Nan. Unrelated though, did you saw the Miyone slash Miniko situation? This person used to collab with Neurosama one time. She just got away from abused relationship. If that drama happened on Twitter, then unfortunately I did not see anything, because my timeline is just filled with fucking everybody complaining about what happened to Filian, and everything that happened to the whole Hololive v Shoujo versus Nijisanji shit that's happening in Anime Expo right now. I literally did not see anything else. But then again, I only scrolled in Twitter for like 2 hours. Not 2 hours, 2 minutes before closing it. Nazuna's live? Wait, what? Where? I don't see Nazuna. Oh, here! Hey, Rusha, what you doing? That's not too bad. I still do wonder why she left V Shoujo though. I really do wonder why she left V Shoujo. What happened in Anime Expo? You know, people memeing about how there was not that much people in hold on. Yeah, hold on, let's go here. People memeing about how there was not that much people in the Hololive booth. The Nijisanji booth. I mean, yeah, you know, stuff like that. There was a lot of fans, obviously, but like, yeah, not Tokomi AX. Oh God. Yeah, you know, shit like this in general. It's like, it's whatever. I don't really care too much about it. I'm not in the event, so I don't think it's interesting. But maybe if you guys don't think, if you guys think it's interesting, you know, make your own comments, I guess. I would assume that she left because she knew the Mafu Mafu doc would happen and didn't want V Shoujo to take the collateral damage. I don't know, brother. Rusha and thinking about other people, I don't know, man. She probably, I don't know. She probably didn't care if it tanked V Shoujo or not. That's just me though. She just kind of does her own thing. Swig. Yeah, thinking about other people is not something she does, yep. She left 1 month before the happening, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if that was V Shoujo kicking her out, but making it seem like a proper graduation or just whatever. I have no idea. We'll never know. But the fact that she still owns the Nazuna IP is interesting. It's just that or just not speaking English in V Shoujo. Oh yeah, speaking of V Shoujo launched an audition call in JP. And I thought that was interesting. Because like, hold on, where is it? Yeah, because I thought V Shoujo Japan was just not actually gonna happen. Like, they've been sitting on V Shoujo Japan for like, what, 2 years now? 3 years? And nothing happened. Yeah, the only 2 people that came in was Nazuna and Kason, but aside from that, nothing happened. I have to wonder why they're only opening like auditions now. I have to wonder what they're doing though. Any chance of Kasi as one daughter might be pulled to V Shoujo JP? Let's look at her numbers. What's her Twitch again? Oh yeah, this one. Nah, this girl's not getting into V Shoujo JP. I don't think she's gonna apply to V Shoujo JP. I don't think she's gonna apply to V Shoujo JP because most likely OTK. Bro, OTK already got her. What? Yeah, okay, yeah. She's already OTKs. So because OTK and V Shoujo are basically somewhat the same entities, well, not the same entities, but like they function in a similar way where they just take in people that they like or are affiliated with them or are bigger or something. I don't think she's gonna join V Shoujo JP. She's actually just OTK. Imagine Mel join V Shoujo. Now that is the more interesting speculation. Whether or not Yozora Mel will join V Shoujo. Because Mel and Kason were close. Well, at least from if we were to base it from their interactions on social media and their collabs and shit, they were relatively close, or at the very least good acquaintances or good friends. And if we know Kason, right? If we know Kason, I mean, Kason has said before that she was not the one who brought Russia in. And you know, it's not that I think Kason is a liar or anything, but I honestly have a hard time believing that. You know? So I do think it's completely possible. I do think it's possible. She has no reason to lie, though. I think there is. And that reason would be Russia's volatility bubbling to the surface of the internet. Because back then, we only really knew Russia as that Menhera who, like, went about the whole Hololive termination in the worst way possible. But that was a time where, although a lot of people lost a little respect for Russia, a lot of people still generally, including myself, still generally wanted to look at her in a good way. But you know, because after a whole slew of shit came out about her apparently being somewhat of a domestic abuser and all these sorts of allegations, that might have been a good enough reason. I don't know. That's just speculation from my part. Yeah. She must know how Russia was. Yeah, but I don't think she would have known what Russia did or what, that sort of stuff. And she joined fucking Waktor. Russia fucking joined Waktor for some reason. So we don't know. We really don't know. You know? Relationships, friendships, right, like change, depending on the dynamic, depending on how harmful a certain person is. Chat, as we never in the entertainment industry, especially, I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but it's very safe to assume that everybody in the entertainment industry will publicly cut someone off once their brand becomes quote unquote too volatile. That's just what happens. And it's very dangerous to not take it's very difficult to learn how to not take that sort of shit personally. Me myself, I had to stop or like train myself to not think of those sort of things personally. Like it's just what happens, Sometimes people don't like what you do or don't like the thing that you represent. Sometimes you did one thing in the past and they remember that and they don't like you because of it. And you have to learn not to take it personally. And that's the problem with a lot of these VTubers and a lot of these up and coming content creators. A lot of VTubers, because they were, a fair few of them, at least a great majority of them, were like nerds back then who used to get bullied, who never really properly got to be trained socially. They never got used to be, all that sort of shit. So they go all manhera, they go all kari wampas, they're very sensitive and all that sort of shit. It happens, right? It happens. So it's a struggle for them to not take things personally. And again, I speak that from the heart because I used to be like that. I was like Turbo Menhera. I thought that was at Russia and was just schizo speculation, Depressed Nosagi. No. Oh, the whole thing with like Waktor? Russia. So there was like this leak that happened, apparently. Hold on. I think it was hold on, let me get Tharja's tweet post. There was this thing that happened where apparently, right? Apparently, well, not apparently, I actually just showed it down there, that there was a leak from that one other VTuber that she used Russia's assets. Hold on. Look at this Wato deal. Look at this shit. It's actually kind of insane. So, Deep L, Yoroni, this one person from Waktor is rumored to be a person behind Mikineko. And makes sense, right? Because she has a very similar voice to Mikineko, but the inflections and the intonations are different. But then there's this split second. Oh, see that pink little flash over there? Them. People figure that out, and then, boom, Mikineko's ending screen. So it's like, this alone is not enough to fully convince me that Russia actually joined Waktor, but it's one hell of a fucking, like, enforcement to the rat. It's actually just so fucking big. Like, it's too big to ignore. A weird VM would have done that. Yeah, but like, the similarities is just too different to not ignore. A real necromancer over here. Yeah, man. Look, brothers, I'm not telling you to believe the rat or to believe me that Russia might have joined Waktor. I'm just saying that we have new information. Isn't that just stealing asset? Brother, how would a person with this design steal an asset that's similar to this? Like, it's too, like, I would have understood it if, like, the design were similar and that there might be a little mishap, like a design mishap. Maybe, like, you know, like, sometimes when you design two things that are too similar, this sort of mistaking it is simple. But this is not. This is not it. Maybe Otto is gonna join VShoujo JP. Amatsuka Uto. She was back, if I remember. Yeah, she started streaming again. Oh, she made an idol cover. Okay, that's cool. Amatsuka Uto joining VShoujo. Has there been any Amatsuka VShoujo collab? I don't think I've caught one. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so there isn't any Amatsuka and VShoujo collab. I mean, if she's gonna audition, there's a possibility. Amatsuka Uto is a very powerful. The brand of Amatsuka Uto is quite big, so it might be. And you know, VShoujo is all about like numbers and all that sort of stuff, so it might be possible. She collabs with Doki. Yeah, she collabed with Doki and Salen, I suppose. Yep. VShoujo is an EN agency. Even with Kson, the JP thing hasn't kicked off. Yeah. It's pretty hard. Because I remember when they launched Kson and all that sort of shit, they really, really wanted to push hard to get JP people, to get JP audiences to watch their members. But the unfortunate thing is they were never really able to do that because the only real JP people that they had was Kson and Nazuna. Two people alone isn't gonna be enough to pull off a JP fan base. Because 100%, the only people that followed Nazuna was just previous Russia fans. That's it. Or at least a huge percentage of them. They were not gaining a new audience in Japan. But then again, they are the ones that have the numbers, not me, so I can never really know. Mike either joined or it's a very slimy stunt. We have no idea, Rayman. We can really only rant. But thank you for the super chat. Henia? Is Henia VShoujo JP? Nah, Henia's more EN than JP, honestly. I mean, she's Japanese, I know, but she's more EN. Is Waktor confirmed though? It's not really confirmed. Just a lot of you know, like enforcement to the rat. How about Pochi for VShoujo JP? Nah. Pochi is more like Pochi streams rarely because her full-time no, not Pochi Wanmaru, Pochi Sensei. Pochi is more like an artist and she's more busy with artist stuff. So similar to Kizuna Oi, Kizuna Oi, Shigure Oi, her streams are far and few, you know. Oh, never mind. Wait, what the fuck? She actually streams semi-regularly. No, regularly even. Was this always the case? Last time I checked on Pochi, she streamed not so much. But it seems like she's starting to stream a little more now. Interesting. True, but there are a ton of yeah, I mean, she's Japanese, so of course. She was gone for a while. Yeah, I remember she didn't really stream that frequently. Coxie's World, the most popular VTuber then? Yeah, But I guess like whoever makes the claim of who the most popular VTuber is, they really need to take into account for a lot of things. If not, they're just gonna have to specify what they're basing off of the title of. I don't know. I don't know how VShojo JP is gonna go. I hope it goes well. I don't know if they're gonna only take in members that are established or not. We have no idea. Because it's an application, this screening does not guarantee a debut. Well, I like the fact that they had to specify that. Oh boy. Any chance they are aiming for graduated Niji members? What was Gundomire's PL again? What's her face? I forgot her face. This is how YouTube just betrays people. Shinami, okay. Okay, hold on. Dokugai Shinami. What's her size? Fuck it. I'm just gonna okay. Woo! I mean, I guess Sasuga, from Gundomire, she was not gonna die. I never really expected her to die anywhere, but these are... I wonder how much this is in terms of live viewership. This is probably around 400, 500, 600 viewership, I would assume. Oh shit, thank you for the super chat. What happened with False? I mean, I talked about it briefly. We'll talk about it later. Researching VTubers and Google giving IRL results. I mean, that's the thing with VTubers, right? You literally just Google one thing and then past life or face reveal is going to show up literally on the first search bar. That's why it's dangerous, but it's whatever. That's not my fault. I want Ebosi to join so she can collab with Henia again. I also forgot to unsub from Mike. I don't want to bother. Am I cooked? Nah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, what's stopping Ebosi from collabing with Henia again? You missed something? Scroll down. Excuse me. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh! Oh god. Oh god. Interesting maneuver. Does she actually show her boobs? Does she actually... Oh god, she actually shows her boobs. Oh god, she has massive tits. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, at least we know that her VTuber model is true to life. Oh god. Immersion break, yep. Immersion break indeedo. You don't even need to search anything. YouTube just recommends you. True. True. Oh god. Anyway, there's also another situation I wanted to talk about aside from this. God, apparently there's something going on with VC. Oh, by the way, VC being this person. Not person, this agency. There's this one VTuber agency that's apparently super fucking dumb. I was linked False's video. I haven't watched it, but I guess we'll watch it together. Oh, by the way, I already mentioned what happened to False. So False did this. This is not too important, honestly. I don't know why I made a FalseEyED thing like front of center of the stream. Maybe it should have been Filian. That was the one I should have put up as the main header, but it's whatever. So a little brief like tangent to the whole False thing. So False had this little thing where he raised like 4K for a charity for VTuber SummerSlam, and some people on Twitter, sisters primarily, were accusing him of actual fraud. Faking his partnership with VTuber SummerSlam. Yeah. If he'll lie about this, imagine what else he lies about to try and maintain his reputation. FalseEyED just robbed everyone. I mean, it's 600 views, but like the sentiment went a lot in Twitter. I saw it everywhere. Yep. Yep. So it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot. And by the way, False is actually part of the thing. He's actually on the website. Nosagi and pronouns. Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm ESL. Sometimes I mix he and she. And what happens is that it confuses people, right? But for some reason, I like it when I confuse people in that one specific circumstance. Sorry, I'll use they and them next time. Hey man, sorry, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Like I called false she like 3 times in this video. Don't enjoy that? Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, aside from this, devastating expose hits VTuber agency. Apparently this was, okay. So there was another video that was recommended also to me, and it was from Ilara. It was sent over on my Discord. Okay, so chat, do we want to watch this one or do we want to watch this one? I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll right now. False or Ilara video? It's for VC. Chat, I don't know what happened here. It's for VC. So I want to know which one is the most like compact and digestible and easy to understand. The hot one? Okay, no, Ilara and false. The video is false. That's false. Wait, fuck it. I'm ending the poll. Opening up another. Which video to watch? Ilara or false? We have 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna take a couple swigs from the Jack Daniels now. What's your take on the false situation? I mean, if you're talking about this situation, it's pretty fucking stupid, for obvious reasons. The VC one was really boring to watch, to be honest. Basically, they are just incompetent and hired underage talents. Ooh boy. Typical. The VTuber with the most subscribers in the world is Cooksy's World C. Yeah. Yeah, technically, if we want to go off of subscribers alone. But this is like a kid's channel that rebranded into a VTuber, so she doesn't necessarily count. But then again, that muddies the definition, right? Because if we're taking into account previous channels that rebranded into VTubers, then technically we would not count people like what's her face? Like Vebe. We wouldn't count people, literally anybody that started from face camming into that rebranded into VTubing. So if do we want to count her as an actual VTuber or not? Because she has her own subcategory, right? But it would be wrong to invalidate the fact that she's not a VTuber. Because 100% she is. She rebranded into a whole new thing. She's basically a VTuber now. Didn't Pokimane go VTuber? Yeah, but she never went with it. She even has her own VTuber logo and stuff. I mean, how much does she VTube? I mean, look at this. Does she have a Twitch? Bro, she got Iron Vertex people to work on her shit. Ooh, media? Her art. Oh my god. Yeah, she actually just got your VTuber people. How much does she VTube? Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, let's watch this one. Well, we're not gonna watch it. We'll just see what she does. She VTubes. She's just a VTuber at this point. So she's a VTuber. We will be counting her as a VTuber. Rip your algorithm? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look, this is like my my second channel. I'm not gonna be watching videos here. Oh God, Kyo. Oh, I guess we'll also be watching this one. I did not see this. How many fucking things happened while I was out? Niji Sanji always 46 million? Oh my god. Matara reveals a photo of herself and comments on how big her boobs. Okay. Side tangent. I want to see this.
I try to
Okay,
go with the
Bricky, I'll show you an outfit I had in Japan. But here is an outfit that I wore in Japan.
Wait, okay? Wait.
Okay, all right.
I would
let
wear this
Matara
without the
cook.
sweater, but in Japan, everybody is very conservative. Like,
Okay.
cleavage is fine, but shoulders are not okay.
True.
Okay,
Rate the outfit.
True. Shoulders are so fucking erotic in Japan.
Though.
And in any
you
East
need
Asian
that?
country, honestly. Bro, in the Philippines, you even go outside wearing not covering your sleeves, you're gonna get stares. You're gonna get fucking stares. And stares in both the shocked, disgusted, oh god, you're a whore way, and oh god, you're a whore, let me have that kind of way. It's kind of weird. Like pervy and like disgusted looks.
Right? But I'm
Wait,
looking like crazy.
Wait, the colors are like actually insanely good.
Right?
Shoulder and
I think I can
collarbone,
show this
especially
on
collarbone.
stream. Yeah.
Let me.
Is this Bricky?
Let me look through.
Is this Bricky? I think this is Bricky's voice. I used to watch a lot of his League of Legends videos back then. Oh yeah, feet Bricky, never mind. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Let me do a once over. You do.
I guess this is her
have
VTuber model now.
your
His VTuber model, I mean.
Toes showing.
I do have my toes showing, but they're nicely manicured.
I'm just being protective.
No,
all
you're
right?
great. You're
Caught-
great. You're great.
caught
Do you think
being
I should take
protective.
the toes out? Let me zoom in.
Oh, she
and
has her
then-
feet up?
That's
Oh, God.
'cause I'm like gripping
Oh god, she has her feet up. Okay.
the thing for the photo. Hold on. Oh. It's gonna look weird. Fine. I'll just show it.
Oh god. Yep, this is an outfit that in Japan people would call you a whore.
It's gracious. That made me laugh.
Okay, these are the
Holy.
shoes though.
I wanna see
can't,
chat's
like,
reaction.
not show the shoes without showing the
Holy.
toesies.
Holy.
This is
Alright,
like the
chat-
type of outfits I will wear unironically because I just like the way they look. I think these are cool outfits. I think these are like bright and colored and cool. And if you're wondering, this
Hag
is
love.
right in front of Takeshita Dori.
Hag
in
love
Japan.
indeed, chat.
You see what I mean? I'm like grabbing onto the ledge, so I'm like taking Minch
Oh,
took this
God.
photo so
I'm gonna cover that. Feet.
quickly. But yeah, how cool are these shoes? Do you understand what Michi was talking about? In what way? What was Michi talking about?
Oh, they're probably referring to your the way you breasted boobily or whatever
Oh,
the fuck she said.
yeah. Well, if I walk into a
Oh,
room,
God.
you notice me.
That was also
She's
not
very
a thing I was going
fashionable.
to mention, but I was like, you know what? That's already common knowledge. You gotta go
It's
to
it's
town with that one.
breasts. It's listen. I've talked about this before. I
He's
only
very
have a few.
Look, I actually just love Madara's like I don't give a shit personality. Look, that I don't give a shit personality is why hags are superior. At least is what I hear a lot. Because when you're a hag, you don't really care too much about what other people think, right? Because you're old and like old in a good way where you stop caring about what other people think. You just want to go out there, you know? Like you stop caring about this. No, you just go out there and just do your own thing. And that confidence, that charisma leaks out into your aura. And that's why hags are so loved. I mean, I don't get it yet. Maybe when I get older, I'll be okay. As a hag, I've stopped. Oh god, we have a hag in here. Hello, Koro Ishida. We have a hag here. We have a hag. Let's go. I've stopped caring about the stupid little things. Yeah, man. And as you grow old, unfortunately, that's just you're gonna have to do. Because you don't have the time to care about those sorts of like asinine fucking time wasting bullshit. No, man. When you're young, you do. Because you don't really know how the world works too much. You don't really know that at the end of the day, whatever you do, nobody cares, right? Young people have a hard time grasping that. Because a lot of young people, especially this age, in the age of social media, they have like fucking main character syndrome, right? They think the camera is like looking at them 24/7, that somebody is always watching them. Nah, man, nobody cares. That one, you fucking steal from a grocery store or from a convenience store, I mean, yeah, the fucking corporate overlords are probably not gonna care. They're gonna care enough to want to punish you, just for power flexing reasons. But everybody else, bro, I'm fucking 100% sure the underpaid worker in there is gonna see you and probably won't give a shit. In fact, if he hates the company enough, he'll probably turn off and delete the CCTV footage from that. 100%. 100%. I, for one, welcome my Christmas cakes over ladies. Christmas cakes are also pretty similar. Not all Christmas cakes are honorary hags, but a lot of honorary hags are basically Christmas cakes. I mean, old. Okay, Mimi, old means 30 years old in VTuber speak. If you're 30 years old, you're practically quote unquote old, even though you're not actually that old. But like, hag. What is a Christmas cake? A Christmas cake is basically 25-year-old people. You know, Christmas 25. December 25. Yeah. A lot of you guys are actually over 25. Like, I saw my YouTube statistics. Like, what? 76% of my audience or something is above the age of 25 to 34. So a lot of you guys are actually Christmas cakes. Most of you are. And I'm surprised because I got the impression that a lot of my audience would be like somewhere around my age, like 20 years old or something. Or at least teenagers. But apparently not. And you know what? I think I prefer it that way. Okay, I'm gonna make a little leak. I'm gonna leak about what my next video is gonna be. My next video is gonna be how older people are actually what makes the economy of the VTuber industry go around. Like hags and hags enjoyers are actually the best demographic that any VTuber will ever appeal to. Not kids, not the mainstream, older gentlemen. I don't care what their political siding is. You like when a fucking 30-year-old plus or 25, even a 25-year-old plus people likes you, you're probably going to be set up for life. As a VTuber, that is. So it's not necessarily me explaining the hag trope. It's more like explaining why the hag trope works a little well. Yes. More expendable income makes sense. Yeah, there's also that, but then there's also other reasons. That's like the big reason though. Yep. The end that is literally almost all economy. 30 to 45 is the peak spending habit category. Yeah, exactly. I make that a point in the video where it's like, this is not exclusive to VTubing. It's just that in any economy, people would normally want to target ages that are more economically viable, which is 25 to 30 years old people, or 25 to 40 rather, because that's normally when people start finding a job or have disposable income. But there's a little bit more to that than just that. So your audience is millennials. Yeah, I would think so. Anyway, what's the result of the poll? False. Okay, we're gonna watch FalseEyED's video then.
It's never been dumber. Part of the
All right.
ongoing horrified reaction to the closure of VSEA, a virtual YouTuber agency based in Southeast Asia. And
Based in Southeast Asia, huh? Okay, hold on.
it's never been dumber. Part of the ongoing horrified reaction to the closure of VSEA, a virtual YouTuber agency.
I'm gonna guess two things. This is probably either Singaporean or Filipino. This is probably Singaporean or Filipino. Hold on. Can anybody in chat confirm that? Singapore? Ah! Of course it's Singapore. Of course it's Singapore. You know why, chat? Because there's an awful lot of companies, even outside VTubing industries, even in the VTuber industry, I mean, that really likes underage people. And I'm not gonna like name names or anything, but that's just my experience. I know a lot of companies that are based in Singapore that would actually prefer to just hire underage people. Not in like in a pedophilic sense. Sorry, not in a pedophilic sense, but because they actually, you know what? No, I don't think I know the cultural reason for that. I feel like there should be a historical and cultural reason for that, I think. Yeah. I have no idea why. It's just that it's very common from my experience. I don't know if that's actually a thing. That's just what I observed. And if a lot of you guys are what is saying is true, that VC is actually from Singapore, then you know what? That just enforces my my belief even more.
Agency based in Southeast Asia. And now the subject.
Maybe it's because cheaper. It's cheaper. Minors are so much easy to replicate. But because this is most likely and because this is like VTubing, maybe a little bit of like predatory stuff is involved. We'll see. I haven't actually watched the video yet, so we'll see.
Of a lengthy expose. This document outing the CEO of VC of
Okay.
potentially breaking multiple laws. This
Okay.
32-page document covering a number of subjects, including law breaking, inappropriate management of underage talents,
Okay.
a hidden generation of VTubers, unpaid artists, alongside invasion of privacy and more. The document beginning by saying it has come to our attention that the Singapore-based VC has engaged in
Singapore-based VC. Oh god. Oh god. Singapore is not escaping the allegations. Singapore mentioned in the worst way possible. Time to call the Ministry of Manpower. Thank you, Bristol Camellia. Again, I'm not dissing on the Singapore people that is in my chat right now, okay? It's just a pattern that I'm sensing. It's just weird. I don't know why. I feel in some Southeast Asia, the age of consent laws are more age of consent suggestions. So the age of consent for Southeast Asia is actually somewhere around 14 or 16. Like, actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. Indonesia, age of consent. Indonesia, because they're the biggest in Southeast Asia. Jesus. Did I Google the wrong word? What's going on here? Okay, ages of consent in Asia. All right, that's good. Thank you, Google. Southeast Asia. Okay, Philippines, 16. Singapore, 16. Thailand, 15. East Timor, 14. Ooh, boy, that's a lot. Ooh, boy. Japan, 16. Indonesia, 15. Hong Kong, 16. Yeah. So, like, there's a reason why a lot of this shit happens in, like, Southeast Asia. And, you know, how do I want to say this? One might be able to go with the argument of cultural differences, right? Like, ooh, fuck American standards of having 18 plus people. And to a certain extent, I agree with it. But it's just that when you involve teenagers, especially dumb teenagers, in a very sexualized and in a very, like, very volatile industry as the VTubing industry, it crosses a gray line. It crosses the gray line, in my opinion, but that's just me.
illicit activities, specifically breaching Section 405.
Like, in my opinion, 15, 14 is too young. You know? And that's generally the age of consent for a lot of Southeast Asian countries.
Of Singapore's
Like 14, I'm fucking grade 7. That's 7th grade. You're a fucking toddler. You don't know jack shit. You are so easy to manipulate.
Companies Act of 1960.
Just check. Oh, thank you, Bristol again. Just check Singapore's Ministry of Manpower stuff. Children aged 13, less than 15 years can do light juices, but not industrial setting. Bruh. I mean, that's just not Singapore, though. That's also in the Philippines and like other Southeast Asian countries. And the reason why is because in the Philippines or in Southeast Asia, there's a culture to put your kids do a little bit of light work or some manual labor in order to alleviate the work of the adults. And those sorts of environment form from very poor countries. Like I imagine in Africa, that's also what's gonna happen. And you know what? Understandable to a certain extent. Because what are fucking Western countries gonna do? They're gonna fucking enforce their own rules and telling, hey, that your poor family you're a poor family, right? And you have a 10-year-old that can absolutely help you out with shit, and then fucking people from outside are gonna tell you to not tell your 10-year-old to not do shit because they're a minor? No, man. The 10-year-old's gonna fucking pull their own weight. They're gonna do a little bit of manual labor to help the family out. That's just what's gonna happen. Like people, like fucking countries who don't know what it's like shouldn't be the ones dictating what other poorer countries have to do to survive. Because I know what that's like. I 100% know what's that like. When you're poor and you're desperate and you don't know too much, you gotta do what you have to do to survive, man. And in this fucking economy, people do shit. They borderline break the law, and they cheat. I'm not saying that you have to commit a crime in order to like live. But sometimes I find it morally excusable to skirt or like push the boundaries of what is considered legal. I don't know if that's, again, I'm not saying you should do crimes. But like, you know, work within the bounds of the law, but also, how do I want to say it? But also, like, find a loophole. Look, man, if rich people can fucking find a loophole for the shit that they do, why can't poor people do it? You gotta cheat, man. In this economy, you gotta cheat. Especially if you're in Southeast Asia, you gotta cheat. If you're poor, you just gotta do it. That's just what happens. Last night, Michi talked about how she started working at 12 in Indonesia and how she gets frustrated when she sees people passing judgment without understanding the context. And that is the problem, Phantom Lord. Thank you for the super chat. That is the problem with a lot of people, especially Westerners, that try to dictate what the fuck we should be doing. Right? That's a problem. People sometimes have to work. Disney have been grooming minors for decades. Yeah, I mean, that's Disney though. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that that's a good thing or that should be excused, but it's like, it's Disney. They're just gonna pay fucking politicians to like, or you know, somehow fucking pay their way into getting out of their whatever the fuck they do. That's just what's gonna happen. I'm not saying I like that, but that's just what's gonna happen. Teenagers are insufferable. Give me hags any day. Chiru, Ivan, or Kuhart. I mean, again, chat, that's not me trying to berate on Western nations. I just want, like, Western richer places to actually understand why their rules, why their cultures, and why their standards will not and should not be applied and should not be enforced to countries and, like, cultures that are entirely different from them. It's actually just basic cultural differences matter. Of course, there are some cultures that are universally true though. Again, one of those is that you should not be fucking taking advantage and fucking predating on fucking teenagers, especially fucking 13 to 14-year-olds. Now that's one universal thing that I think I agree on.
67. There have also been numerous allegations regarding VC. This document created by a former member of VC's Generation 1.5, working with other ex-talents to create an objective document highlighting the concerns raised, stating that the document's goal is to raise awareness for those considering applying to the unregistered entity VC. We begin here with the...
Poor or not, but working at 12 is not okay. I mean, in an ideal world, 12-year-olds should not be working. I agree with you. It's not okay. In an ideal world, they should not be working. But we, you know, poorer countries, they can only wish that they were in an ideal world. People have to do it to survive.
Illegalities, showing off direct messages between an ex-talent and the head of VC, an individual only known as Adman-san or head boss man. VC saying, so a team like this was really, really fun. I don't make any money out of it yet. In fact, I sunk a lot into it. He. The talent replying, I saw that in the Discord server that you refer to VC as a company. VC replying, the idea was to make a happy community. The talent then saying, what's the UEN number, if you don't mind me asking?
What's a UEN number?
In return, what's that?
Is that like the government, like the number where, like, you can look up on a public database and see if they're a legit, like, registered company or not?
A unique number that businesses in Singapore need to operate. VC then saying, my boss advised me not to submit the paperwork until everything is in order, so you know, taxes and stuff. So we're currently not an officially listed company. This talent then asking, how old are you? I don't think you know how companies in Singapore work, not to be rude. And VC simply replying with a sad emoji.
Why are the emojis? Oh, this is negative. This is negative. Like, the colors are negative.
Replying further, I just have another boss who's part of a big company, and she's guiding me through this. Further stating, also, by the way, for contracts and signing up for the company and stuff, it's all going to be on your birthday, so I plan to go listed on your B-Day.
What does that mean?
The document then states the VC admin told the talents that he was the CEO of VC, and that VC is a company. It was always, quote, I am the boss, or I am the CEO. We fact-checked this by interviewing other talents who worked with VC, and it was unanimous. Once again, for clarification, all businesses formally registered in Singapore have a UEN number. When inquired about VC's UEN number, the admin was ignorant and eventually admitted that VC is not an officially listed company. There is no such thing as a quote-unquote unofficial company, as it breaches Section 405 of Singapore's Companies Act of 1967.
You have no idea how common this is in VTubing companies, chat. No fucking idea. It's so fucking common.
It is punishable up to 2 years in jail.
What did I
along
miss?
With
We're talking about
$50,000.
VC. I'm catching up to the VC drama.
We then move on to the talent contract. The document stating VC has also claimed that it is a company in its talent contract. That contract listing employment, saying VC shall employ as a talent on a part-time basis under the agreement. In this capacity, employees shall have the following duties and undertake the following responsibilities, such as being with the company for a minimum of 1 year, being able to stream
That's good.
live for at least 2 times a week, and splitting 10%.
Whoa, 2 times a week is super generous. Split 10% of all streaming revenue to the company? That's pretty good.
All streaming revenue to the company.
But
Then
obviously we
listing
know how the story
further
ends, right?
duties, offering up check boxes for these duties, including a 1-month probation period with VC for the quote-unquote employee, adding the intellectual property rights of the model will remain with VC until
That
the
makes
employee
sense.
has completed a term of 1 year. This quote-unquote contract also using shorthand when stating merch rights, not merchandise rights, saying employer holds the merch rights and
Is that a bad thing legally? I genuinely don't know. Are you actually supposed to write it in full? Merch? A merchandise, I mean. Shit, I wish I only stream twice a week sometimes. For legal documentation? Absolutely. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Intellectual properties. Employee can ask for cuts if art from the merch is made by them.
Yeah, that
Further,
makes
once
sense.
again,
You
we
can't
have the
use
probation
short stuff
period
for
of
legal
1 month,
documents.
saying if the employee does not pass the probation period, VC may either decide to terminate this agreement with immediate notice, or VC may decide to take action and control the employee's social media. Next is a list of things that will lead you to be terminated during a probation
Interesting.
and during your time in VC. Number
Giving other content creators or company hate secretly or publicly with no reasoning. What does that mean? Like shading other companies or like... So trash talking other creators and companies, which is something literally every every single one of these agency, every single one of these companies in the industry does, is going to get you banned, terminated. I mean, okay, interesting. Calling other sirs or acting rashly. What does acting rashly entail? Violating any company policy, misusing socials. Wow, that's gonna get you terminated. Okay, incompetence. Okay, it's very general, broad stuff. Okay. Meeting with fans outside of VC that is unrelated to streaming. Oh, okay. They learned from the fucking, well, quote unquote learned, I suppose, from the drama from Idol.
Number 1, giving other creators or company hate secretly or publicly with no reasoning, along with other vague things such as misusing socials, incompetence, lying about anything deemed important, insubordination, and further meeting with fans outside of VC that is unrelated to streaming related activities, doxing others and self in the company, alongside sharing things to others outside the company about things that is private to company, and spreading religious hate and hate messages of any kind.
That's
VC
okay,
saying
pretty
there's
general.
a warning system and further liability of damages, stating if the case is severe, issues will be brought to court and employee will be sued with charges by VC. The next section is about inappropriate management of underage talents, saying regarding the minor allegations, there were 5 minors within the agency. A talent spoken up about
What?
how they were told to hide the fact they were a minor.
This happens all the time.
This underage individual
I'm not saying that as a good thing, but like, yeah.
saying here,
Define
so
incompetence,
I say
exactly.
I'm 17, VC replying, nah, that's not how the world is gonna see us. If they see we hired a 16-year-old, we are dead, bro. Crying emoji, late birthday, I don't know, do you think it'll be a problem? Normally the issue is like grooming minors.
I feel, no, that's not the issue, brother. I feel like you're the one abusing me.
Am I grooming you? I feel like you're the one abusing
Is
me.
this a kid?
See, chat.
Is this a
she's so
boo-
mean
is this
to
a-
me.
is this a
Anyway,
zoomer?
As long as we're all
This is
good
actually a
and
fucking
not,
zoomer.
you know, overly sexualizing you. I'm
Okay,
sure
it's look, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. VTuber CEOs and their branding all has to do with being quote unquote like pretending to be like a dummy or like a funny haha person or somebody to be memed, right? That's like the entire thing of literally every CEO and any CEO in the VTuber industry. Like for example, Sakana, Yago. Everybody sees them as a funny haha meme, and that's normally the brand that they wanna preserve. But you shouldn't talk like this internally.
We're all
CEO, fucking Sakana and Yago are 100% like not like that behind the
Oh,
scenes.
fine. VC also saying, I can only focus so much energy into so many talents. We may not find another role for you. We have other minors in the agency, so if we get
Oh,
flamed,
God.
it won't be your fault in particular. Ha ha ha. So would you like to 1, accept, or 2, decline, or 3, postpone? We can only postpone until a short while because we really need to start making the models. But again, I don't want to pressure you or anything. The next text from VC reading, shaking my head, you ruined our bar.
Oh, this is
And then
last
you're
month.
Like, nah, I don't want to get hired yet. To be honest, we're probably going to get even more peeps in Gen 2, and I can't guarantee you a model. All right, then, I'll send you the acceptance letter, and you can discuss the thing with your parents tomorrow. Well, can I trust you that we don't need a contract to get you to pay us? Ha
What?
ha ha ha.
Can I trust you that we don't need a contract to get you to pay us?
This next screenshot
Wow.
showing a talent saying, basically, is this agency registered and has guidelines that are linked to a country's government system, or just have a document that shows that you are a full-on agency and lets you sign contracts? VC replying, oh, nah, we don't have that yet. Soon, though, we'll work that out. Talent replying, so the contracts aren't signed yet? And
I love
VC
the fact that whoever this is, they're a teenager, they're a minor, but they already know what signs to look out for. Every yab, look, here's why people should be covering dumb fucking news like this, quote unquote drama like this. You know why? Because covering shit like this is gonna fucking educate people. Now, I'm not gonna try to say that this person probably learned how to where and when to look for the signs because of False's videos or my videos or Rima or Parrot or whatever's videos, right? But those sort of content will at the very least inform somebody. That's how useful that sort of people in this sort of industry will be.
C replying,
It brings
shouldn't
awareness,
concern
exactly.
you until you're 18, though. The document continues on saying this talent also had issues with admin trying to get their personal info as well. VC asking, are you comfortable with giving me your address to send it? Also, I'll need your legal name. Need it for the contract anyway, hee hee. Oh, actually, I could also transfer into
That
your
would
bank
scare me. Need it for the actual need it for the contract anyway. Hee hee. Bro, that would scare me. Fucking
This
scare me.
individual replying further, I have a Papara card since it allows 16-year-olds to have a card issued to their parents.
Okay.
VC replying to that, grr. The issue is that I'm not
Justice
your
will do
parent.
well,
I
Sleepy
definitely
well.
still do it,
I think
but not
Raul-
if someone finds
Hold on.
out,
I'll
you
answer
could
that
run
later.
into legal issues. This underage individual replying to VC regarding being asked to send in their address, you can't because of legal reasons. This next message from VC saying, dude, your secondhand shop effing sucks. VC and this individual seemingly trying to work out VC sending actual hardware to the talent. VC asking once again, what's your address? The talent further saying, can I just buy it off the site myself? Plus I need to track the shipping.
Oh, that's
VC
scary.
saying, oh no.
Oh, that's scary. He's trying to get the
Oh,
address.
we're buying this off a local site. The document continues, and when this talent was trying to leave VC, this is what VC said. Also, don't use that against me. If you're having thoughts of leaving, I'd rather you just go. If you want to stay, I want you to lock in and go serious with me. I will not put investment into you. If you're threatening going, I'm going to leave by. If you do your work properly, show me effort in your content. I will gladly pay for all your S. VC further trying to reassure this individual, saying we have an all-girls group though. And when the talent said, look, I know how you want me to stay, and it'll cause a bunch of problems, but like I seriously cannot, managed or not. VC replying to that saying, I understand some of your considerations, and I'm glad you know your own priorities. But I'm just saying the consequences. All the bad stuff will happen to everyone at the corpo, not just me, but everyone else. VC
Wow,
saying
actually trying to guilt him
this
now. Okay.
after everyone had left VC. The CEO, quote unquote, saying, attention everyone, as there's no one left in VC except blank and blank, will be taking a long hiatus until November when blank can debut. VC planning more debuts in August and November of this year. The document stating he is waiting till November as both talents are minors and he would like to wait till they are of age. We also have the Hidden Gen 1.5. This was formed by admin very soon after Gen 1 was announced. Document saying we were generally supposed to be an indie generation, meaning we brought in our own things such as models and everything else, but we were attributed to the company. This gen was never publicly announced, however, due to most of us leaving and it being dissolved shortly after. VC saying, hi chat, I'm probably dissolving.
Hi chat. Why is he using a skull emoji?
Gen 1.5 will focus on Gen 1 first. Now you're just friends of VC for now. He. Feel free to hang out and play games. It's been lovely hosting you lot. He. Apologies management wasn't up to par. Hope to see you around one day. Thank you, Gen 1.5.
Oh,
Document
God.
states, when we joined, we were told that we would keep 95% and he would take 5%, which is fine. He then mentioned that all merch revenue would go to him. This talent asking, oh, well, I gotta ask another thing. For merch, you guys said you guys have rights to merch. VC replying, yeah, you can make your own stuff, but we have rights to use your image and sell it on our store and cons and stuff. The talent further asked,
I think the CEO is a guy. Look, okay, look, you know, these sorts of lingos are normally, it's very female coded. It's very female coded. But like, sometimes, right? There are guys that have been in terms of online, have been ran through by these sorts of fucking content and this sort of lingo.
do we get a cut?
The CEO talks like, oh, this CEO does not talk like me. Like, okay, look, I say he and he a lot, but that's like when I say specific. I don't fucking put out expressions. I don't do skull emojis, brother.
Of it too, or does all the revenue go to you guys? VC replying, the revenue goes to us for the merchies we make, the cost price and all that too. If you post our merch on your website, we can work out a fair commission rate.
Don't you speak like this sometimes? I do not speak like this sometimes. No, I actually refuse to believe you. I do not speak like you're gaslighting me right now.
Indie Gen. Everything we brought in,
I do he and he, but that's it.
Sales should go to them since no part of it is theirs. He had only mentioned this to one member of Gen 1.5, which was then relayed to the rest of us, and that's the screenshot that was relayed above. Gen 1.5 was specifically created to use us for our creative abilities. VC saying, also you said you would like to help us with stuff occasionally, right? Normally we hire Gen 0
I don't
or
say
Gen
this, chat.
1.5
I actually don't say, I don't talk
unique
like this.
value apart from pure revenue. He. Admin has constantly told us to make stuff for him. Below, we can prove that admin isn't paying us much and sometimes
welcome to the Twitch
even
channel,
making us
brothers.
rush deadlines with little to no money or even no money at all. VC here saying to them, you said you're really busy, but if you have the time, I'd ask if you want to do one of the Gen 1 models. That meaning actual rigging of the model. This individual replying, I don't think I can because I need to rig a whole as model and they're not debuting until next season because I already have another rigging commission. VC replying, could you rig a model instead if you can't draw a whole model? Document continuing with, and he likes to word it as assignments or missions. As you can see
very
below.
chuny.
On the subject of modeling, VC offers up to pay $40, saying they usually only pay $20. And also saying, tell me whenever you're free enough to give you Janny missions, he.
Does he mean like a mod? Like a fucking, like a Janny, like a 4chan lingo Janny? Is he a 4chaner? I mean, I wouldn't, not that that's gonna be a bad thing or not. Guys, is the CEO actually just DN? I'm picking up a lot of DN coded wording here. Brother, Panopticon, just, no, brother, nope, I actually just refuse to believe you fuckers.
Stating, for the next part, I interviewed an artist
imagine though,
involved with VC.
actually, you know what? Imagine though, what if, right? What if he sounds like a Zoomer? I'm a Zoomer. I'm fucking 22 years old. And, agency? Ooh boy, Southeast Asian. I mean, I'm not from Singapore, but I could lie. I could lie the fact that I'm from Singapore. That might explain the reason why I don't have that UEN code or whatever the fuck it was. The UAE, the business registration number. Yeah, we never know. We never know. This might be my attempt to like psyop people. You know? Ooh boy. Ooh boy.
Share their
Imagine.
perspective on things. The blue tax representing them word for word. Artist stating, I would open commissions for $15 and he bought 2. He told me he would pay after the sketch. I colored and finished it even when he didn't pay yet. This artist in DMs to the interviewer saying he didn't pay me for weeks. Regarding this CEO, the artist stated he would only pay after weeks of me waiting. And now here we have another dynamic in this document. The
Okay.
CEO pushing nearly everyone to use a particular payment app. Despite these talents and artists wanting to use different applications, the artist continuing saying,
Why are you
"During
feeding the
time,
rats? I like to confuse people. It throws them off my tail.
he hasn't paid me yet for 2 artworks." Then
I
he
just think
started
it's
telling
fun
me to do
sometimes, you know.
missions,
Obviously,
meaning
some people who have been here with me for a while knows when I'm messing, just fucking up. But sometimes for people that are new or something, they get confused. I don't know. I like that reaction. I get a kick out of it.
stuff. During this time, I was extra busy with other clients. He would rush me
Okay.
every day and give me
Glad
false
I'm
hope
listening.
that he would pay for it. I even had to skip some days to finish his missions just to end up with no money or anything. VC
Hi.
messaging this artist
What?
in full caps, "Did you finish any of your missions?" And adding on even more work, asking, "Do you want to try designing something with me?" Later messaging the artist with, "Hee hee hi. How's
Hee hee
the art
hi.
coming along?
Bro, I don't
Mission
say
number
that.
3, hee hee. Oh, you haven't finished? Another piece of work, 2. This artist replying, "I'm doing commissions first." VC speaking to them again, hi. Have you made any sketches of your mission? I
You
have
know, to a certain extent, right? To a certain extent, I can see a lot of like Discord people, like groomers or something, would probably fall in love or think that this person is cute if he was talking like this in literally any sort of anime server.
or art projects I need
Hey,
for
Stinky.
you.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey. Artist
We have
continuing
Gura
on.
Lingo in
This
here.
Is him
Oh, my
saying he will
God.
give me money because then I will draw faster. VC sending the message, "Hey, Stinky, are
Who
you done
talks
with
like
the
this?
logos
Young
yet? Also,
people.
for your next mission, I'm going to
And,
pay
like,
you," crying emoji, "because I think
groomers.
you draw faster if I give you Moaner." He.
Moaner?
Artist saying, after I'm done with my logos and asking him for a raise, he said he will pay me, but only on the specific payment app. I've mentioned a lot of times to them that this payment app doesn't work. Artist lastly saying, "So these are the 3 things he dug out from me because apparently I'm low price but high quality. I only
Okay.
realized I'm being used when other people started pointing out the
What does
obvious
boba
things
money
that
mean?
don't seem obvious. Don't be a fool" by VC. The author of the document continuing to say, as you can see, he used the terms quote-unquote missions and quote-unquote assignments.
I'm gonna
again.
speed up a little.
Till now, he has only paid them $30 for only 2 pieces. He had only paid for 2 out of the 6 that were forced onto them. The document further continues with an interview of an ex-talent, Danny Drywall, that being a member of Gen 1, who was set to debut in August. Danny saying, "I am just sad. I am down $246 Australian dollars and just
Oh,
quite
boy.
upset. I feel no malice towards the people within VC, but I question the management a lot. Why open a Generation 1 of talents without NDAs, contracts, a website, emails for Gen 1, or even any money? It felt like a group of friends who said, let's make a band without knowing how to play. It's just depressing. I had so much hope for Danny. I love
That's like any anime intro, right? Let's start a band and nobody knows how to play. That's like a fucking cute anime setup. But the real world is an
Danny.
anime.
I had so much fun. I met a group of talented and nice people. It is disappointing that this is the outcome. My experience was a consistent feeling of being in the dark and getting ignored. They already announced my Twitter before my model artist had been chosen and used art I didn't want posted. I guess I'm just trapped is the first thought I had that made me scared. I have no ill will towards anyone there. Others may have their qualms, but my heart simply can't do that. I don't believe they were evil, just in over their heads. Do I believe shady actions were made? Yes. Intentional? No. Just plain
Drywall.
naive. I was promised a lot, but met with nothing but the stress of
Danny
wondering. Danny continuing
Drywall.
on to name that payment application, saying, I was also completely scammed with the app. I was asked to
God.
make 3 separate purchases using the digital
What
credit card
for?
within the app, and the invite code was sent to me by admin. He said it would give him $100 if I did so, and I assumed that money would go to me as it was my money I was spending to do this. I was wrong. The next
Okay.
screenshots showing VC instructing Danny on how to use this payment app, telling them to go out and make 3 separate purchases with their own money, and even putting a
Webtoon
time limit on it,
coins.
saying there's 10 hours
Interesting.
left of this thing, and if you make 3 purchases, $10 or more right now, I get a referral code, and the payment app would give me $100, which I can use for company covers and stuff. Also, I'll pay you $5 to buy a card so you don't have to cover that yourself. It's like a marketing thing. The credit card companies pay out $100 if I refer you. But they want to make sure you're a real person, so you got to do some spending on the card. Got the moaner and everything. VC further pressing Danny to make purchases, saying, no, you just got to buy something more than $10 and confirming
This
it has
sounds
to be with
wrong.
Danny's money, not theirs. VC continuing, hee, don't worry, it's not a scam because this card is actually good and the only cost you need to pay is $5 to the company, which I will cover for you. Adding, also, the moaner is closer to Aussie dollars, not United States dollars. And once again, sending a referral link for this payment app.
Moaner. This is definitely super young. I'm gonna have to imagine she's like 17, 16-year-old.
I lost about $45 from
He
doing
or
this
she,
and didn't
I
get
don't know.
anything but $2 back. Here you can see me paying for my debut. I told myself it'd be okay because they said they would reimburse me once the company was officially registered. I just wanted so badly for my debut.
The more I look at this, the more I realize that this is just a very, very starry-eyed young person. They're like super, super dumb, right? They don't... Okay, maybe super dumb is too harsh, right? I don't know if I'm being too nice. Maybe I'm going for the whole DN is too nice angle again. But I feel like this is not necessarily malicious. I think they're just young and stupid.
Debut to be good and look like my agency was professional. I wanted it so bad to work out. VC stating to Danny,
Don't be
when I
nice.
list the company
Yeah.
and I claim government money, I could reimburse you for debut purchases. Hee. Danny linking to an artist saying,
Because
I
he
want to commission
seems
this person
very
for an animation. I
passionate
can use
about
it starring
this,
an indie screen.
but
VC replying to that with,
his
"Holy
energy
jeepers,
is
that's
not
very
in the
expensive.
right
I was
place."
going to do a cool boss moment and slap down the credit card, Lamau, and then I saw the zeros. Danny saying, I was just going to pay for it myself. And VC replying, is it worth it though? Afterwards, Danny giving this feedback, saying they should have some kind of spreadsheet or checklist, showing off the artists, riggers,
I
editors,
wouldn't
and basically a
consider
list of everyone who's doing
2022
what
a
for each
zoomer.
talent. Number
Oh,
two,
22 years old is definitely a zoomer. World War II 44.
2, clear communications on how much input a talent has on their own branding, meaning lore, design, background music. Number 3, who are the managers and what do they even do? Because there are people with manager roles, but I only know of what this person and that person does. Along with number 4, budgeting and clear knowledge of each of Gen 1's debut budgets. Alongside number 5, put a hold on any more talents. We have enough. I'm a bit biased, but Gen 1 should be the absolute main focus, and creating 1.5 felt to me at least a bit like pulling away from that. These decisions should be told to us and announced directly, because I had to find out about Generation 1.5 and my Gen mates being minors by asking when both things are huge choices that I should have been told about before you trapped me with the openings on our Twitters.
Oh, this is
Regarding
a
those
tweet.
Managers, Danny continues to say,
Oh, no,
this is
never
referring
mind.
to people who had the manager role within our
This is
Discord
actually a
server,
Discord.
but
I thought
seemed
this
to
was a
disappear
tweet
one
because
day.
why?
I was told at least one of them was a friend. I assume that they are all friends who were in the server at one point, which is unprofessional as the server was used to conduct interviews and our past live accounts could be seen. VC going on to reply to this feedback of Danny's, stating that regarding lore, designs, Gen names, and more, that they'll be decided by VC, specifically the CEO, and that the talent's input on those points will be taken as notes if they want some changes, but the final decisions will be made by me, the CEO. Adding, regarding background music, you could have a say, but it mostly would end up how the music guy makes it, because you can't really tell a music guy to make too many changes after he cooks the initial melody. Hashtags are free for you to decide, as well as additional lore memes. Then, replying to the question about who are managers, VC asks back, who are you referring to for managers? Also adding, starting screens and overlays and emotes are not provided because I feel like every talent would have different tastes with that. If you require additional funds for a certain asset, please approach me and show me the specific asset. And then, replying to the idea of slowing down on generations, VC then mentions a Generation 2 and saying they'll have an age limit of 18. VC saying, further, I apologize for not telling you about all that stuff early enough. I took your quote-unquote chillness for granted and just went, oh yeah, Danny will probably be fine with it. I apologize, and it was a big oversight on my part. I will communicate more with you on
I'm
big
starting to
decisions.
feel
Danny
bad for them now because it really just seems like this person is just young and doesn't know what they're doing. They just want to start a VTuber agency, but like, damn.
Personality being mistaken for quote-unquote cool with my coworkers being underage is a ridiculous statement. Lacking experience in VTubing agencies shouldn't make you dumb enough to hire teenagers. I don't have anything
Yeah, generally speaking,
against the people who were minors. I will not be naming who, but they should have not been hired. I felt trapped within the agency due to our Twitters already being released, so I didn't know what to do. I'd already spent money on my starting soon and end screens, purchased an emote from someone taking emergency commissions, and bought the chibi model I was asked to pirate. I was not under any contract to do any of this, which may make me seem
VC indeed, because they're pirating it. Let's go!
seems stupid, but you have to understand, I felt trapped in VC. I felt like if I left, I would never have the growth or interactions like the ones I experienced in VC. I thought I would stay for a year and be able to graduate owning the character of Danny Drywall, but I found myself just completely completely
Okay.
miserable in VC. I was terrified of being blamed for the problems within our agency and completely stressed out by the lack of transparency and communication. I told Admin-san multiple times not to publish the artwork I was drawing within the Discord call we were having, as I wasn't comfortable with that, and I was ignored. He gave me $3 as quote-unquote reimbursement, but giving me money days later doesn't stop my feelings being ignored.
I
My feelings
see.
were only acknowledged after the post was made, and I shouted in the call, "Why did you post that?" I literally said not to. It was private art. I did not want my art posted. Danny lastly saying, "I wish I just left earlier, but I also don't. I stayed for the wonderful people I met, and I would feel completely lost without them. I'm grateful for them helping me live out my idle dreams."
Good
The next
for
section of the
you,
document
Danny.
details the lack of talent privacy. Regarding info spreading, admin likes to talk a lot. He would talk to one talent about stuff and then go to the next talent.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
we
whoa,
will
whoa,
know
whoa.
everything about the other talent. This happens so
Is
much
this okay?
that the author actually got to know the others before meeting them. The CEO speaking to one talent regarding another talent, stating, okay, she's facing a small issue now where she needs a lot of attention because she just dumped her boyfriend. So she's very difficult right now. She needs a lot of attention and she likes annoying people. The second issue is that her parents want to take her away on a vacation for 3 months. If that happens, we might as well shut down.
Oh,
VC
God.
also asking this talent, did you break up with people before? And then telling them to hop in VC because another talent broke up with her boyfriend and she's molding right now. Maybe you can offer some helpful advice. VC then breaking down other talents to another talent, listing their pros and cons, saying
Okay.
of the last talent, their name over and over again in a clearly derogatory way. Later, the CEO stating,
Wait,
"I
wait,
do not
wait,
go
wait.
for
What do you mean derogatory false?
other talents to another talent,
Okay.
listing their pros and cons, saying of the last talent, their name over and
Cure, fucking
over
cure.
again in a
Okay.
clearly derogatory way. Later, the CEO stating, I do not go for average, I go for high quality, low price every time.
I'm Southeast Asian, so I think this is valid. Always the best cost to quality. Yep.
Author stating he would use this for free or as cheaply as possible. Many of us were used to our talents and skills, making art, rigging, making 2D models.
It's
He
why
said
I
last
don't chat. Look. I actually, you know what? For this, of course, right? I want to pay artists the amount that they think they deserve. Right? Always. I will never compromise. I don't even fucking look. You can talk to any artist I talk to or have been associated with. I never bargain. I never negotiate. No. I always pay them how much they think they owe, or rather they deserve. But I always normally go for the people that have low prices. You know why? Because I'm Filipino. It's a good deal. Look, that's why I don't go for the popular artists. I go for like the relatively unknown ones.
all of the money from getting us on that payment app and still hasn't paid us for the work we have done. VC at one point talking to one of these talents and asking, how did you feel about making art with me? Did at any point you feel pressured or forced or something? Then asking the talent, are you still part of VC? I need you to answer this because it's potentially an issue. And lastly, are we friends? Then later saying to this talent,
Are
well,
we what?
VC is probably done.
What? Are we friends? Bro, you're not friends with your fucking CEO. You're not.
Part of VC. I need you to answer this because it's potentially an issue. And lastly, are we friends? Then later saying to this talent, well, VC is probably dying. It's ending soon. Just let me know if you'd still like me to contact you as a friend after this or not speak to you anymore. The author stating when we left, he messaged a lot of us trying to amend things and fix things or cover things up. He said he will own up to his mistakes and fix everything. The screenshot below was what he said to another talent he thought wasn't with us. VC CEO stating, yeah, I'm aware rumors are spreading. We aren't in legal trouble because technically we didn't have them sign any contracts. We didn't quote unquote hire minors. If things get too bad, we can still apologize, but we hope it doesn't get too far because it also attracts all the mindless hate. The document then ending with this closing statement reading, we would like to thank you for your time. We've tried to
that's the end of the
provide
statement.
facts and
Okay.
share the perspectives of former talents previously involved with VC.
There's
We are
still
not
one
imposing any
half.
opinions in which
Okay.
the readers use the information
That's
to
still
form
a
your own
lot.
judgment on the matter. However, we emphasize that VC is not a registered entity and consequently is not a legal business. Please take this into consideration. Even providing a too long didn't read. Point one, there are and were
that was
minors in
useful.
the company with admin purposely hiding this fact, knowing it could get him in trouble. Next point, this agency, quote unquote, isn't officially set up as a legitimate company, which is illegal. Next point, admin has not provided the paperwork, such as contracts to anyone that he has hired. Gen
It
1.5
gets funnier.
is
Wait,
our special
okay.
talents that could help the quote unquote agency. Admin saying all of Gen 1.5 merch revenue will go to the quote unquote company when we own our own models and IPs. Artists who have done a lot of work for the company were not paid or were paid very little. Admin would try to convince artists from the company to make work for free by calling it a quote unquote mission. Admin has little to no knowledge on how to run a VTuber quote unquote company and has relied on his talents to show him how, which we the talents don't even know how to do. Admin has called talents names behind their backs. Admin has shared information about talents to other people in the company without their consent or any true reason to do so when it isn't his place. Admin has little to no knowledge on VTuber model pricing and has expected to get a model for
Admin has little to no knowledge on VTuber model pricing and has expected to get a model for $40. Wow. Wow. I wish, right? I fucking wish. You won't even get a stick figure for that price? True. Fucking true. Imagine though, right? Oh my god. I wonder, like, one has to realize, right? When you're a VTuber model, or when you're in a VTuber community, or has been, or at the very least is familiar with anime and the artist industry, you should at the very least know a little bit of the baseline. Know that at the very least, right, a model will cost you a couple $100 for both art and rigging. Just a couple hundred at the bare minimum, right? At the bare minimum. I know fucking VTubers and people that will do rigging for $100-200. I know people that will do relatively good VTuber art for $200-300. But $40? Jesus. Admin has given the okay for projects and then has backtracked. That's
$40.
okay.
Admin has given the okay for projects and then has backtracked a lot. Admin has asked a miner for their address to send them a microphone, despite the miner giving him alternate options for how to get the microphone. Admin has had too close of a relationship with his talents and would try to talk to them about IRL stuff a lot. This includes the miner.
The Press Society
Admin
should
made
start a
talents use their
VTuber
own-
agency. You know how I would start a VTuber agency? I would manufacture drama. So the members can farm it themselves, and then I graduate the VTubers looking like the bad guy, like actually just pulling a Nijisanji Zion Lanza style, fucking pulling an Idol EN Riro Run style. Boom. That way it will get, the general public will get sympathy from the VTubers. I make my money, and they will get the public. They will get the love of the public. Everybody wins.
own money and said they would
That sounds terrible. Yeah, true. That does sound terrible, but I'm memeing. If you guys have been there, if you guys heard my little rant through 3 months ago, then you know what I'm talking
back,
about.
but never did. And lastly, admin made us all get a payment app to get referral money.
Hey,
for themselves, which we
Ruel.
hardly
Remember the creed. Remember the creed.
use to pay us for our work. Following the release of this document, Admin-san would reply with his own document, reading, "Hello, seafarers or ex-seafarers. Very bare bones here."
I mean,
but
chat,
making
I'm
this in
memeing.
quite a
Obviously, I'm memeing. To new people that don't know that, it's a reference to what I said 3 months ago.
rush. I don't have time to compile evidence either, so this will have to do. I'm in no way making excuses for my actions or denying the claims made by the other tweet, but contextualizing them to give a clearer picture. The first mistake was probably to call it a corpo. VC was
Okay.
a project cooked up one day by me and Zinni. Ironically, the reason we made VC was because we saw a bunch of terrible corpos out there and treating talents horribly, and we thought, heh, we could do better.
That line, that arrogance to think that you could do better is the actual reason why a shit ton of VTuber agencies die, especially the small ones. Chat, I have seen so many fucking startup VTuber agencies. I have seen so many fucking VTuber CEO wannabes, and literally every reason is the same for them. They see the Nijisanji drama, or whatever fucking drama that they see, right? And their first thought is, I want to make a better community. That's why I'm starting this. We can improve on Hololive and VShoujo. We can definitely do it better, right? And even if they do somehow get farther than, like, you know, dying in the first 6 months, they will eventually just do whatever the fuck Hololive and Nijisanji is doing, stick to the industry average, and actually do it a little bit worse because they're dying, they don't have money, they're struggling to make ends meet, and their investors are mad. Every single time. That's actually just what happens. I don't know why people think they can do better when they look at a fucking collapsing company. Somehow think it's better. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. There's a reason why it's called an industry standard. And it's because at the end of the day, despite all the promises you fucking say out there, all the promises you say to both talent and fans, you will never be able to do better unless you have more resources. And if you are in a standing similar to Hololive and VShoujo, which you absolutely will never be able to. Those three are industry titans that nobody in this industry will ever hope to compete against. And if they can't do better, what the fuck do you think you could do better? That's when these fucking small agencies start bragging, start posting in social media saying that they can do better. You know why? And you know why? Because that's all they can do. They want to appeal to the talents, to like epic talents. They want to market themselves to the talents instead of market themselves to the audience, which will immediately fucking kill you. That's just what's gonna happen. You do this when you start. Okay, here's the thing. That's at the end of the day, right? I think it might even be a red flag now when literally the reason that other corpos out there are starting their own agencies and their first reasoning is that they could do better, or that they see the Nijisanji drama or whatever drama they see out there and say that they could do better, or they can avoid, or they want to make a better community. That's probably a red flag. That's probably a red flag. Because while I appreciate the sentiment, you most likely don't know too much jack shit of what's going on here. You really only see the surface level drama, but you don't really know that this industry is fucking cutthroat. People will sabotage you, other agencies will sabotage you, other talents will spread bad shit behind your back, fucking ruin you, and you won't even know the countermeasures and how to deal with that. You won't. That's just what's gonna happen. Inflated ego. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from. I genuinely don't know where it comes from. Because I thought that's like a common sense thing, right? I thought it would be a common sense thing that nobody can actually do anything better in the VTubing industry aside from like Hololive and VShoujo and Nijisanji. And even then, those three corpos, I mean, you know, we could make an exception for VShoujo probably. But if those three corpos, if they could do better, they would. They would. If you don't have the resources to match those three, or even like Phase Connect, and I don't know, you're not gonna do better, brother. Nope. Let go of all these lofty ideals. No, you're not gonna do better. And I think accepting that fact, accepting the idea that you will never be able to do better is the first step to actually creating a VTuber company. Because if you could stop thinking about wanting to like compete with these people and trying to do better, maybe if your mindset was more about, I just want to make a place for other VTubers or make a market that nobody has appealed to or whatever. Heck, you could even see it as like a fun little place, a hobby, like what the creator of VOMs have done. That's actually just way better than your ego just saying you could do better. You know? Put these foolish ambitions to rest. True. Does this apply to Idol Corp too? What's Idol Corp doing? How is anybody from Idol Corp streaming? Honestly, I haven't seen anybody from Idol Corp doing that much shit. Okay, so they had a little birthday. They had a baddest cover. They released Anya rather, and like a few other people. But what about their core people? Okay, Roka. Oh, rip, by the way, Roka. I know that she's stuck in an airport or something. Hold on. Huh. Oh god, I'm gonna copyright struck. Is Poco still streaming? Genuinely, chat, I have not... Okay, they're still streaming. Genuinely, chat, I have not seen an Idol stream for a long time. I have to question, right? Is Idol Corp actually making money? Oh god. Oh god, stop it. Where is that coming from?
Alara.
Oh, never mind.
L or Ellen?
Wait, where is that coming from? Jesus. Juna did a wrestling stream with Doki. Yeah. If you want me to be honest, I don't think Idol Corp is making any money right now. The viewership doesn't add up. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that's probably what's going on right now.
Apparently not. Our dream was to
I
make a
bet
fun
Idol
sport
is running
every
at a loss. Most likely, I think they are. Bro, they're fucking hiring watch-alongs for a shit ton of people, having all these high-quality shit, all these animators, all these expensive riggers, right? But that's probably why a lot of... no, actually, it is the reason why a lot of corpos are actually encouraging for like subathons and donathons. Because that's like one of the briefest, real big moments where they can make their money.
community to combat burnout faced by indies, not to make money off of it. At the time, I was 18 and Zingy was a minor. At that time, we had no idea why corpos didn't hire minors, and well, for the reason some of the other minors got in was not because of some
he
weird,
was
easy
18.
reason, but more of a nepotism/friends thing. We were just a group of friends having big dreams of being VTubers together. That was literally all we were building on. I was young and wildly inexperienced, and I never expected VC to even go this far. We hit levels of growth that put us in a spotlight I wasn't trained to perform in. The ratio was not viable as well, as we had 13 talents to one administrator at a
Okay.
point. Workload was
He
unsustainable.
seems like
It was
he's...
a very naive
He seems like...
and
I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's a he or a she. I'm meaning that it's a he. But it's like... It seems like he's very aware of the fact that he's actually just incompetent. Which is good. Acknowledging that fact is good. That means you can change and grow as a person.
Bite off
Unironically.
more than I could chew. On the point of overworking artists, the whole ideology of VC was to be a company that is against exploitation, against coercion, and manipulation. I wanted the whole business model to be employee-focused, so it came as a shock to me when the artist was complaining. To my knowledge, all art we made was with their consent. The moment I found out from someone else that I didn't feel compensated enough, I reached out to ask, and for about 3 days, I didn't receive a straight answer.
I think that's valid. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes you just don't know that somebody feels taken advantage of. I'm not saying that as an excuse or anything. It's just that sometimes it happens everywhere.
Their consent. The moment I found out from
But
someone
I'm not
else
saying... I'm not excusing it. I'm not saying it to excuse him.
that I didn't feel compensated enough, I reached out to ask, and for about 3 days, I didn't receive a straight answer. To my knowledge, I thought I was on good terms with the artist. At no point did they seem uncomfortable to me, and we were even discussing going on vacation together and stuff. Point I must note is that as a startup, it is extremely common that people often overassume responsibilities without complaint, so that when things take off, they get compensated handsomely. I would not accuse them of this, but it is a point to note that they
That's
may
true.
have changed their minds.
Actually, you know what? The fact that they're aware of that makes me think that they're at the very least, like, you know, somebody told them that or taught them that.
It was due to me wanting
That's
to pay
true.
more.
That happens a lot.
Takes a large cut of transactions. I never meant to stall, and there were other artists I commissioned that I paid upfront for. I do have ASD, that being autism spectrum disorder. The CEO saying, no, not the funny haha kind, the literal social disability, and I am completely unable to read between the lines of a statement. Someone says they are okay,
God.
I take it at face
I
value.
feel bad for them
I'm
now.
assigned to carry on. I'm fully capable.
I feel bad for
of
them
no
now.
an answer, but no was either often not given to me or I missed some, and for that I apologize. CEO continues on the point about feedback, saying throughout the entire project, to my knowledge, I was not met with much negative feedback, excluding Danny. It was very late in, possibly a week ago, when I first was shown this. CEO showing this list, listing issues like minors, being too casual with the talents, seeming too young and immature, suspicious deleted messages, unprofessional behavior, poor management skills, no NDAs, no contracts put in place, applicant comparisons, and mentioning we wouldn't have picked you.
No, man, a lot of people use the disability card. Well, that is true. Yeah, you have a point. That is true.
Giving okay and then backtracking, fishing for money from credit card.
Like,
referrals,
people will always,
applicants.
some people will always pull the, I have quote unquote a disability, or I was in a dark place. You know, that's actually a meme now. I was in a dark place. It happens a lot, so it's really hard which one to believe.
And talents, promising money towards talents and then telling them to use Google stock photos for backgrounds, asking talents to pirate models, saying we'll do whatever until we get a cease and desist, no lawyers, no parent company, issues with
Asking talents to pirate models, will do whatever until we get a cease and desist. Oh, actual VC, you know what? I respect that. That's actually... That is so fucking cool, because they're named VC, so they're actual literal pirating. That is so funny. That is actual funny. That's like accurate to the lore. It's canon. It's in the lore, right? Jesus.
one of the talents being a minor and unable to receive payments from the other countries, disregards the discomfort of skinwalkers and uses the term carelessly, throwing legal names carelessly or making fun of it, putting himself in a father and caretaker role, admitting that he didn't know how to run an agency and hoped the talent
it is
to
a
help
he.
teach him does not.
I was right. It is a he. Gee,
I know
okay.
how VTuber debuts work. Stole Danny's first tweet drawing, posted without consent when they actively told him not to. The talent's not formally being introduced to any manager, along with one of the minors being contacted to be a manager, saying they told us we had more freedoms for our concepts, but everything was rejected with no revisions, and the names were even already picked. Staff janitors picking fights with talents and making jokes at the fact that someone is broke. The CEO seeing this list,
I
and then
do that
saying
a
this
lot.
was startling. In a wake-up call, I immediately made steps to better manage the talents. In this wall of text, saying to Gen 1, it has come to my attention that my behavior as a manager has been lacking as of late. I've
Okay.
neglected several important responsibilities and have been too casual and sometimes dismissive as to how I treat my talents. I've also made several insensitive jokes that I should not be making in a corporate setting, which may come across as red flags or as offensive, as well as asking
Okay.
everyone to switch to a different payment system to collect referral money. I have, due to some past error in judgment, censored conversations that should have been left public, as well as used art made by talents that they were not okay with me using. I'm really sorry for not realizing any of this sooner, and I'm extremely grateful you guys were willing to talk to me about it. I suffer from ASD, and I'm terrible at seeing the line in which things are quote-unquote appropriate, especially over
Okay.
text. As a manager, I will try much harder to hit the right balance of professional and not aloof, and most importantly, I'll stop doing everything myself and entrust things to
I have
other managers.
ASD and I
hope you will
personally feel that it's a crutch to blame things on disability. I have some time to fall back on that. I see.
To me again, I am really proud of this company, and we have made some crazy milestones and produced some really awesome content. Starting tomorrow, there will be a gradual reform of the company with more guidelines in place and a better company structure. We are a fledgling company without much resources, so each and every one of us is learning and doing our best to get the company off the ground. Some sacrifice is expected, and I believe it is reflected in a 90% pay split. Contracts and NDAs, while be shown if the talent desires it. I admit I haven't been feeling the best, but I have thought it through. My sole duty is making you the best VTubers you can be, and you can bet I'll be giving it everything. CEO saying then, although some talents took it rather well and actually started to give more criticism and feedback, it was already far too late as distrust was already there and people were way past the mark of giving second chances. I took a one-day break, and by the time I came back with new ideas and reform, I was already sent graduation letters.
Ooh.
The CEO also making another point, this is something from the document I fully agree with, and that is Danny's statement, adding, there is nothing I can say to atone for how badly we managed Danny. Poor girl did everything perfectly and caused me almost no problems. We neglected to inform her of extremely important things, and I had no awareness I even did that until after Danny had left, and I had to retrace my steps. She came in with big dreams, and I'll never recover from
We
being the
know
one
it's
responsible to
UD
crush
and
them. I'm
imagine,
quite okay
though.
with the other doc because I believe she deserves to be vindicated publicly. We had only agreed to try to keep PR to protect the talent still remaining.
Maybe Danny, right? Danny, D-N. Oh my God! What if that's just me trying to leave hints, right?
CEO going on to show another
Oh,
screenshot and then
no.
claiming, here you can see my autism working
What
again.
if-
Because I was under the assumption she, Danny, was totally
The
okay
rats
with paying for everything. She said
are
that I had not
winning.
given her the money from the card payout, that she had initially denied receiving it, and I had also spent all of it, plus more
Yep.
on her model up front. And now we have the CEO giving a fourth point, saying this is the full picture. Cancel culture has a funny way of not only bringing the bad things out of context and the light, and not acknowledging any of the good I
Was
did.
you
I
18
pretty much
at the
only
time?
manager
I don't
interacting
know
with
when this
talents most
happened.
of the time. A lot of the people on the document even told me, yeah, we are still friends, and encouraged me to vent only to turn around and take it out of context to bring me down. The CEO
Ooh.
apparently sending this message saying, I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your content creation journey, and I'll continue to support you as an indie. If you need any assistance, I still have resources to spare. I apologize for stressing you. Asking, would you like to plan a date to move on? We'll need to space out announcements a little. Also, I'll need to
Okay.
ask, are you leaving on good terms? Will we still be friends, or will you prefer no contact? This CEO
Never
of this
friends,
quote-unquote
brother.
company then
Never
stating,
friends.
I never
It
locked the
happened
talents out
last
with
month?
contracts
Oh
or
God,
threatened them to
okay.
stay. I spent money on equipment and assets as well, despite knowing full well the towns can leave at any time. A lot of them said they felt trapped, but I believe I was actively doing my best and not guilt trip by accident. If they got
Okay.
away and bottled it up and didn't tell me, there was quite literally nothing I could do, as I would never know the sentiment existed. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Another
Okay.
thing taken out of context was the address thing. I can tell you I literally do not care where they lived. I don't have the time to go and stalk anyone. They were using a headset mic, and I wanted to give them the cheapest Elgato Wave I could find. A headset mic.
Stop typing like this. I know you're young, but in a corporate setting or in an apology, you can't type like this.
I hate that people take things I intend for the wrong way, but I guess it's fair because they never really knew me for that long, and maybe I was too easily trusting and thought we were on familiar terms. I
So
trust people
true,
blindly
Spy.
most of the time, and I optimistically believe strangers I meet have the best interest for me. So sometimes it confuses me when people
Okay, you know what? I have this problem. I had this problem in the internet. People IRL, yeah, I'm super suspicious of people IRL. But people online, oh boy, I hope we'll be friends. Yeah. It's
I don't have the same for them. The CEO then sending us this screenshot, seemingly from another talent, saying, other than that, I don't feel overworked nor mistreated by you. You're a great boss. You care for your employees and actively go out of your way to take care of them. VC replying, thanks.
Oh, this was
Having said,
last
continuing, I will always maintain the stance that my intentions were always pure, but the execution was disgustingly immature. CEO
Okay.
also addressing the issue of merchandise, specifically also in regards to the indie talents that were brought on, stating, I don't believe this properly shows the terms. And what I told that talent, all their merch sales still go to them, but we'd be entitled to make and sell our own merch based on their image. I did not face resistance on the terms, so I was unaware they were against it. As now we have the final notes from this document. The CEO stating, it might seem that I'm writing this with a complete lack of empathy. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I am extremely sensitive and have a strong
I think
moral
this is a good
compass and sense
apology.
of justice.
I
said we
think
have
this
no
is
more-
a good apology, or at the very least, an explanation to his thing, because he actually just doesn't even make excuses for himself.
emotions left for this case, as I've cried it out for days on end. Sometimes I wish I was the evil, unfeeling corpo, so I wouldn't have to handle the guilt, but I'm simply a human who made a mistake, and my biggest regret was that it wasn't at my expense. The CEO going on to show another screenshot saying, I am so sorry. I just looked through the old text and realized I never did inform you beforehand about the minor situation. That is an egregious oversight and definitely grounds for a red flag. I am so sorry. I never intended to deceive you in any way and would have told you everything. It was not my intention to keep anything from you. You were brought in the earliest while we were still in auditions, and I neglected to tell you an S-ton of vital info. We didn't have that info as well because we were unsure who was getting in. I'm sorry I gave you reason to distrust us, and I'm sorry I invalidated anything you said. That was a colossal F-up on my end. I told this talent, I told that talent, I told this talent, and this talent, and I told this talent. I don't recall telling her to hide it from you because I was pretty sure I told you myself, but I didn't. If we had told you early and you were uncomfortable, we would have immediately let you go early on. I'm sorry it was my irresponsibility that caused all this mess, and I was busy having fun in the VCS and messing around with Gen 1.5. I got cocky and overly excited because we were so popular, I neglected the most basic of tasks. I won't ever make this up to you, but I really, really hope things go well for you and your group. You're genuinely a joy to have around, even though you scare me a little when you're drunk, but I hope you'll do well. The screenshot then effectively cutting off early. The CEO then ending the document by stating, there's no hate and punishment you can give me I haven't already given myself, and I advise you against
doing illegal things though, not smart. Legal mindset covered it. This is very bad legally. I mean, yeah, of course this is very bad legally. You know, because I'm not really a legal person, I'm covering this more from a public perception standpoint, and I think this was actually kind of a decent explanation letter. But yeah, 100%, he fucked up by admitting that he fucked up legally. Not that I think someone's gonna sue him, but people are going to start asking questions.
Instead, give your support to all the talents. They were entirely innocent in all of this, and it took months of work to select and form a community this wonderful. And it would mean the world for the last.
That's just my opinion,
pick up where I left off and support the talents with whatever they want to do. It's been an honor being everyone's admin son. That was simply a responsibility I was never ready for. And now, lastly, we can check in with the talents themselves, beginning with Zinni Everlamp. Upon all this coming to light,
Filipino?
Never ready for. And now lastly, we
Filipino Canadian, let's go!
can check in with the talents themselves, beginning with Zinni Everlamp. Upon all this coming to light, saying it's really saddening to see a lot of people go, but I hope we can all still be friends. Next, we have Usa Amya, remarking, I was asleep when everything went downhill and had no prior alert, so I kind of got dragged downhill. I want to put it out there that I had asked admin to leave VC on Saturday, that being the day after this tweet. Please don't give any previous talent any hate. Thirdly, I do not want to be associated with VC anymore. This is my last post mentioning VC at all. Not to add any fire, but I worked with the contracts thinking we were a company, as admin said he was going to register us as. Anyways, give all the love to all the talents, and I'm back to being a free lady. This talent going on to add, actually, I want to talk about one last time. One, I'm not part of the minor group, by the way. Two, I did those contracts with admin not even offering to pay me. Three, he was insensitive at times when I was already showing signs of being at my lowest. Four, mental breakdowns every day, not cool. We also have Cosmic Tori.
Oh boy, mental break. Oh boy. Okay. Seafarer. So I guess that's their that's their little chuny fan base sort of thing. I see.
Here saying, please try to consider it's always a red flag when a company wants free labor. This was my experience with them, and unfortunately, they did get someone else to make this and manage it for free. VC official tweeting out who's interested for a job at VC. Cosmic Tori at the time replying, how does one apply to work at VC? Don't say DMs because we're not moots, and you have DMs for moots only. VC official replying, get mooted stinky. Next up, we have Haru, the radioactive Moochie bunny, stating as of tonight, I'll be
Indonesian.
VC, and I'll be back to Indy.
She's Indonesian.
I received as part of VC. There's been things that I found out recently that I couldn't agree with, and decided it would be best for me to return to Indy. I hope it's not too selfish to ask that you guys can continue to support me as an indie. Further saying, I know I said I'd be taking a break, but I have to say this. We were a group of well-meaning people. All of us were talented, hardworking, and incredibly resourceful. There's no one else I would have rather worked with. And as for the things that went wrong with management, they tried their best. Let's be kind to everyone involved. Throwing harsh words, name-calling, doxing, or harassment isn't the best action at this point in time, but rather supporting the ones who went through all this. At the end of the day, the ones who were directly involved in the agency are the ones who went through the most. So as much as I understand everyone's shock and disappointment, please be kind. Two wrongs.
Yeah, generally speaking, it's like, yeah, that's generally that's... Okay, whoa.
First joined, not knowing.
Whoa, what's the context here? So it seems like the talent sentiment is just, you know, yeah, we were fucked up, but everybody's still good.
It's not in my personality to do so. Wizzy further saying, I'm really happy to see all my gen mates and former co-highs move on from this situation, and I'm looking forward to new opportunities, but I'm still struggling in this weird mental space. I was a new talent, but did anyone really know me? Did my involvement in the group really matter? I was excited. I did art and personal content for the group without knowing what was going on behind the scenes for the majority of my involvement, only for it to disband suddenly. You have to understand how this messes with someone when they're excited to be a part of something they thought was so cool, only to have it taken away. I know the group did unethical things, and I don't condone them. However, the concept of it when I first joined, not knowing what I was getting into later was everything to me. It makes me feel stupid and dumb that I was so invested in something that ultimately wasn't good for me.
I know this feeling so much.
I know what happened
I'm
was
very
terrible,
familiar
and I
with
know
that
it's
feeling
not
so much.
my or the other talent's fault. It's hard to process since I've been building my brand for so long. So once again, chiming in, saying I agree with Wizzy a lot, and I want to talk more about the situation because what you heard wasn't exactly the full story on my side. I'm acting as if I got over it, but mentally, it's still horrible. This talent then saying they'd worked on 2 contracts for free, not even being offered pay.
What?
Contract was unlimited revisions and wasn't even my job as a talent to do it. He said he needed help with it, not to do a whole contract, but here we are. This also regarding the CEO saying he had called me a mother effer once, with a continuation of yelling at me because he didn't have it his way. Which is saying they were silenced multiple times, that the CEO blamed them multiple times for things that were out of their control, was insensitive most of the time, and that this talent had breakdowns every week because of him.
Okay,
Moving on,
so
another
the talents and the CEO are saying 2 things. They're singing 2 completely different tunes. The talents are saying that he's fucking mean, but the CEO is saying, yeah, I'm just a small little dumb bean. Oh god.
Being Sana,
Who to
saying, "Hi, everyone,
believe?
it's
Who
been
to
a
believe?
minute. As much as I enjoy being Sana, I think I would much rather just be myself. But I'm thankful for all the wonderful people I was able to meet. Despite everything that has happened, I truly appreciate everything we've gone through together. And here we have another talent, standing as Ottoman.
Wait,
Mel
how
Yanni
many fucking
XB, saying, Dear Squidiots, this is not the news I ever wanted to deliver, but I will be graduating as a talent from VC effective immediately. I am forever grateful for the opportunities I was given. Having all of you been a part of my life was a dream come true, and I am going to miss the short time we have spent together. But unfortunately, this incredibly bumpy road is not the path for me. It's been a rough journey behind the scenes.
I guess I get the sentiment. Okay. Well, that's it, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Truth is likely somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Somewhere in the middle. Maybe some things were on the talent's misunderstanding, and some things were on the actual CEO himself being an asshole. Somewhere in the middle. In my experience, 100% is always somewhere in the middle. He might have gone ahead with calling somebody with them, like calling them MF as a joke. Probably. Most likely. We will never know, but oh god. Oh god. He. Hehe. I'm sensing a pattern. Okay, interesting. I want to watch this video from Kyo though. What is going on in Nijisanji? Well, it's not Nijisanji.
It's a different thing to look over at Hololive.
It's this is just 1 hour ago too, so this is fresh off the press. All right, chat, live reaction, fresh off the press.
English's Oro Crony because in a recent stream, she addressed some issues that she has with Hololive staff. This being because she's been ignored for 20 plus days.
Crony. Okay, yeah, this is a long history.
Now about game requests and game permissions that she has been requesting for Hololive to get. Now before we watch the clip, I wanted to state that this is not Crony like being upset with her manager or anything. This is Crony just upset with the staff that handles game permissions, whether that's one person or multiple people. I'm not entirely certain whether only one person handles the game permissions. I hope it's not one person that handles game permissions for all of Hololive because that would be quite the job.
In general, from what I've seen, when it comes to that sort of shit, it's not usually a team. It's just 1 to 3 people.
For one person to handle. But yeah, this clip is just Crony talking about this person, pretty much ignoring Crony for 20 days.
Sagi, I get not wanting to be a CEO gets involved with their talents, like Sakana or Iago, but he is trying to be too close to them. Yeah, that's super inappropriate. Like the fact that that person was trying to say that, are we friends? No, you're not friends with your talents, brother. You're not.
Now for a game that she had requested. So we'll go ahead and watch the clip and then we'll look at what some people are saying about the situation.
Yeah, I finished Senua Hellblade and I finished this frog detective game.
Okay.
Yeah, Senua's Sacrifice. Yeah, it was really good. Senua off stream. Yeah, but that's because I don't have perms. Dude, you have no idea how hard I've been trying. I've been ignored for 20 days straight. They would respond to some people for, well, not some people, everyone else for regarding game perms as to why they can't approve it. And then with me, they didn't respond for 20 days. After 10 days, I got back to them and I was like, hey, bumping this. Is there a reason why all the games that I asked for are canceled? And then they didn't respond. And then in total, 20 days of no response. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna get really angry.
You're gonna explode.
I don't expect anything. I just want an explanation as to why they're canceled. And you can't even give me that? And then still nobody responded.
Oh.
Am I a joke to you?
Oh, that's bad. Okay, wow.
It's rude. I know. Like, I'm even trying to be understandable. Like, oh, you know, it's a weekend, so maybe people might not respond. So, you know, even considering that 20 days of absolutely no response, come on, man. Like, I'm just,
So like I said, this situation has been clipped by a few people now.
Oh,
One of these
Nerev.
people being Nerev, who is a dedicated crony
Let's
clipper
go,
entitled that
Nerev
Crony's
brother,
magic
let's
stacking up a
go.
message for game perms for 20 days. People in reply saying she can do what Kayla usually does to get game perms. Annoy and pressure Imchan, or sometimes make a deal with Imchan. Now Nerev, the clipper, responded to this saying, knowing Crony, she probably thinks she doesn't want to trouble Chroma when it isn't her job. And that's probably
That
the
makes
case
sense.
if it is Chroma, Crony's manager, who handles the game request and game permissions. I'm
I
pretty
wonder.
sure it's a different
Yeah,
staff
I
that
wonder if that's a. Yeah, that's probably different. Okay, yeah.
handles them and not Chroma or any other direct manager of the talents. But again, I'm not 100% certain on that. Some people saying no response at all is crazy for a business. Even a yeah, we're working on it would be better than radio silence. This person here said the way Cover does perms is pretty different from most others in my experience. If you check every single description,
Yo, it's Neko Mikuri. Let's go. Okay, the way Cover does perms is pretty different from most others in my experience. If you check every single description, you will notice that they have a message directly from the developer. For that to be checked, they have their own team. Guess, by the way, that does it, and probably is on the JP management side. Crony here is talking about not her own manager, but those who manage the perms. Hopefully she isn't too upset by this, but there is a lot of bureaucracy and probably waiting around in these types. Understandable, especially if it's fucking JP. Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
notice that they have a message directly from the developer. For that to be checked, they have their own team, guess by the way, that does it and probably is on the JP management side.
Because in the EN side of things, I don't even... Okay, look, honestly, if you're a company, I don't even know if you need permissions from any Western developer if you want to stream their games and monetize it. It's usually only JP, I think. Yeah.
Crony here is talking not about her
Shinri was denied more than 100 game perms. 133 was the count I recall on an observation duty. Oh god. Oh god.
own manager, but those who
The
manage
EN
perms.
spies
Hopefully
are
she
in
isn't too
the
upset by this,
Chinese
but there is
spies
a lot
are
of
in
bureaucracy
EN
and
now.
probably
Oh
waiting around
god.
on these types of things. So yeah, like I said, like this person said, and a lot of others said, I don't think it's Crony's manager directly that is handling this. I'm pretty sure it's a direct team
Yeah,
Hololive
it's
has,
most
whether
likely an overall Hololive issue. I don't think this is a favoritism issue or a crony issue. I think this is something everyone in Hololive has experienced at least once or twice. Yeah.
and that's one person or multiple people that handle this. Another person said, glad that she can talk about this. I know getting permission for games are hard. There's papers to sign, and not all devs or game companies are nice. I heard some game companies just straight up ignore the emails, but at least give her an
Marina's complained
explanation.
about this
Also,
before.
issues
Everybody in
with games
JP
related to
has
personal
has
management are
complained a
different.
little
She's
bit
not
of this
talking about Chroma here.
before.
Also, all the perms for games include Holostar too, so this is Holo Pro management. More people are talking about how it's sad that talents get ghosted like this, saying that they should be
Yeah, that normally does happen. Getting worried for Crony, she's been expressing a lot of anger and frustration lately, which is never a good sign for talents. Yeah, I agree. It's never a good sign. But yeah. So it makes more sense why they are making an office in the US to make it easier to communicate. I don't think game perms in the US are going to be a problem. It's usually only JP. Kobo playing on Bilibili? I don't think she's asking for permission. I mean, the people that are streaming on Bilibili has a special permission because it's usually a Chinese company or something that deals with that sort of shit, or rather that helps with Cover Corp. Especially because Bilibili, not Bilibili, Genshin Impact has explicitly banned Hololive, and not just Hololive, even the fucking developer of Muse Dash and some other places like that. So I imagine they will have to actually get in contact with a Chinese company or actually try to reach out to the developers themselves, Hoyoverse themselves. Yeah. Chinese games and Chinese platforms are probably okay. Probably.
I want to take a look at is this clip here of Crony talking about her manager, Chroma, praising her, and also talking about voice packs that recently came out.
Okay.
I'm glad that you guys like the voice pack. Yeah, I kind of wish that I did the Japanese version too. If I knew that it was going to be featured for the key visual. Oh man, it's okay. Maybe there's going to be another who am I kidding? But it's still nice, you know? Because I really, really want to be a part of a key visual. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I got featured. Yay! Yeah, I really want to be part of a key visual, especially like, you know, since I've been doing voice packs, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be really nice if I was featured. And
okay.
Yeah, thanks, Chroma. Chroma was very nice to, you know.
That's cool.
Make it happen.
So it's not a chroma issue. It's actually just
Chroma
agency
Chroma and I like to think
management
that we
rather
got
than
each other's
staff
back.
talent
It's
management
good.
issue.
Like we may be
All right,
working
that's
on
interesting.
different sides, but we're like rooting for each other. Like if Chroma comes up, like in conversations, I'd be like, nah, Chroma's not the kind of person to do that. Chroma, she's so good. She's so amazing. She's not that kind of person I trust. Trust it. And then Chroma's like, you know, doing something
Okay.
similar, I'd like to think. So it's good. It's like we a team player. And I was always saying, oh yeah, I got your back, girl. She's like, yeah. And I'd like to
Yeah.
think she got my back too.
So yeah, based off that clip alone, Crony has no issues with her manager whatsoever. I think it's just
Okay, yeah, it's a Hololive issue. Which makes sense. 100% that makes sense. Fuck, it does happen. It does happen. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. That's the thing. A pet play talent and furry manager combo. That's what I've been hearing. I've been seeing that clip a lot. My guess is that a few games on our list are a bit difficult to get on perms. Then Achan departed, and yes, I don't even know if Achan is responsible for like perms acquirement. I know that Achan is responsible for a lot of like stuff, but I don't know if she's directly involved in that. No idea. No idea. Many managers can't get perms themselves and has to refer to yet another person in him. It's usually always like that. Lunar Bertian. It's something like that. Managers have to talk to managers, and those managers have to talk to a staff member, and the staff member has to get an okay from upper management. It's kind of weird. Like a lot of bureaucracy in not just Hololive, but in literally any other JP company is usually super fucking convoluted like that. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird, brother. Japan isn't futuristic. They have been stuck in the year 2000 since the 1970s. They are very behind on things. Yeah, technologically speaking, they are fucking 2040 or something. But socially, like culturally speaking, they are way behind. Some people fucking still use fax in there for some reason. Some companies are still scared of using the internet. If Japan is the future, then I don't want to live in the future. I don't know. Japan and like a few other countries are very scared of change. And you know what? I get it. Change is scary, but like some things have to change, you know? Some things still use Windows. Oh yeah, some companies still use Windows 28. Then again, in the US, I've also heard and I've seen a lot of companies apparently still using a lot of fucking like devices that are so out of touch. Yep. They just got rid of floppy disks. Oh my god, brother. Oh my god. Yeah. That's what you do, brother. How many rebroadcasts is Beth doing? Jesus. That's a lot of rebroadcasts, brother. A lot. Like a lot. Damn. Oh, hey. Hi, me. Quinn Bennett's there. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. I guess that's pretty much it for tonight, no? Okay. I guess that's it for tonight. I don't really think I have anything else to talk about. Aside from maybe go fucking check out my epic streams over in Twitch. I have 16 viewers in Twitch right now. Hey, 16 viewers in Twitch right now. Hey, World War 244 and Mercenary BDU. ATM still use XP at most. 100% they might be. Oh god, it's gonna do that. Oh god, okay. Let's go. Alright, chat. Usagi, are you going to address the rumors that you have a massive dumpy? I unfortunately do have massive dumpies. I do. So yes, if a lot of you guys would prefer to watch streams on Twitch, just know that streams going forward are going to be simulcasted on Twitch. I'm both reading from Twitch and YouTube. Like, I have this thing where in my OBS, both Twitch channel, Twitch chat and YouTube chat are funneled into the same thing. So I can read both of your comments all at the same time. I won't know which one is which though. That's the thing. Yes. Hello, Moon Menos Lunashi. Hello. I'm waiting for Moist to react on Filian. Brother, Moist Critical is not gonna react on the Filian situation. No. That's just not what's gonna happen. Charlie is too, like, I don't know. Like, the VTubing industry is so small. Why the fuck would he care about some dumb shit that Filian is doing? Or some dumb shit that Filian did? Or is currently experiencing? Like, who cares, right? Who cares? Yeah. Hot tub stream on Twitch when? Never. Not gonna happen. Never. Teehee. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much it for tonight, chat. Any anime you're going to watch this season? So I've been watching Kaiju number 8, Demon Slayer, your usual suspects, fucking Mushoku Tensei. I'm not really watching anything that's not mainstream right now because I don't have the time to watch anime. Hey Fluffbringer, hello. So yes, aside from this chat, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys are still gonna follow the shit that I'm doing. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the everything. I will see you probably. Oh God. I wonder when I'm gonna announce it. Okay, chat. I have relatively big news. Relatively. I don't even know if it's big or if it needs to okay. I don't know if it's big or if it needs like an entire song and dance, but I don't think so. But you're probably gonna find out soon. I'm gonna make a stream about it when I'm in that area or when I'm doing the thing that I'm going to be doing. But yes, stay tuned for a lot of shit. A lot of stuff is gonna happen. So I hope you guys are okay. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna go now. You guys go now too. Bye bye. GF, nope. Have a good evening. You guys have a good evening too, or afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are. But bye bye.